going on, nesty besties and owlettes? It's great to see everybody this Wednesday evening for me in the East Coast. Morning maybe for you. It might even be Thursday for you. How is everybody doing? It's great to see all of you. The Get No Glitter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's looking fancy. So, check out the poll if you haven't seen it yet. The question is, have you ever been in therapy? Have you ever sat down with someone and worked out your problems? Someone who wasn't a friend or a family member, someone completely impartial whom you didn't know. Have you done this before? Very curious. I have. I started talking to professionals way back. Way back. And I kind of dip in and out. I haven't been in a couple of years. When I find that I'm stuck in a stage or I'm unable to move on from something, then I know it's time. Time to go and get it and process it. Get through it. So, you just say drink with your problems? Drink to deal with your problems. Human being seems to have worked out so far. That's good. I hope the alcoholism is working out for you. It seems to cause more problems, but hey, if it's working for you, it's probably not working out for everybody else. You didn't care for it, Draco? Okay. You just started, Aisha? What do you think? You had a great experience using BetterHelp. Awesome. I guess they're better now than they were, I've heard. You're in therapy right now, Tony Walnut. Nice. Yeah, people use all kinds of methods to deal with whatever's going on in their lives. That is for sure. Hey, Christy. How's it going? Oh, you're in therapy because you're your alcoholic ex. That adds a whole other layer, doesn't it? Yes, it does. You'll be a year in therapy when November comes around, Crafty Ninja? That's awesome. What do you think? Just a lot of paperwork so far? 32 pages, Aisha. Is that for your intake? Hey, Patty. How's it going? You're working so you can hang around, but to answer AYS's rhetorical question because she's a mental disaster? Are you talking about me or Chantal? Okay. Oh. Drinking works until it doesn't, then you're worse off than when you started. Definitely. No judgment from me, though. Been there myself, says Cassafras. Hey, John Galt. Darkest Coven's in the nest. Darkest Coven, I was just cleaning my feet after my shower. Now, I'm not bragging, okay? When I shower, I also wash my feet. I do. I do. I take the time to do it. I do. And I usually, if I have time, when I get out of the shower, while my feet are still moist, I grab a tool and I work on my toenails or scrape off some dead skin. I did that, Darkest Coven, not just like half an hour ago. You just washed yours too? Nice. Does everyone in the nest wash your talons? Do you? Or do you just let the water just kind of go over them? Use pumice stone in the shower, Dapper Doll? Nice. I'm always looking at pedicure tools. I think I'm kind of obsessed. I never really thought I was, but it's starting to sound that way. You are supposed to wash your feet. Yeah, Aisha. Chantal does not, she said. You scrape dead skin too? Excellent. I got this thing at Aldi. It was only $8. And it's like, like one of those facial things. Like it's, here, I'll turn it on. And like it has like the little brushes attachments. Well, it also has a pumice stone. So I've been using that on my feet. It's less labor intensive for me. Ellie with the orange dress is beautiful, says Molly. Yep, I think this was BB True who made the dresses and the owls. Yep. You scrub your feet every day? Oh, hell no. Yeah. Can't imagine letting your feet get crusty, Jet Warren. Yeah. No way, Ham and Beans. You bought a cordless water pick after last night's stream. damn it. I should have put an Amazon link in the chat. Damn. Well, that's good. It's cordless, so you can take it into the shower with you. So that'll eliminate the user problem that I have of getting water everywhere. You scrub because you get calluses and you have eczema, just Jamie. You also get a pedi every 3 weeks. There you go. You pay for your wife's pedicures and she keeps up with it in between. Nice. Lime Jello. I do too. I love those effing things. A Spongel? Yes. I can only find them. I got one time in a beauty box, like years ago, and I loved it. And you can buy them from the website, but the little boutique that's attached to my hairdresser sells them. So every time I get a haircut, I pop in and buy one of those things. I still have one in the wrapper. Oh, they're the best. They last forever. Guys, if you don't know what a Spongel is, I swear to God, I'm not doing paid endorsements in here. I'm just not. It's funny how much we have in common in the nest, you know? But it's a sponge. It's shaped like a flower, kind of, okay? And you wet it, you squeeze, and all this beautiful, and you can buy it in different scents, and all these beautiful scents come out of it, and it foams up, right? It's got a little ribbon attached to it, so you can hang it up so it dries in between. And it lasts for weeks and weeks. I'm not kidding. It seems like I don't know what it is with those things. Every time you wet it, you squeeze it, there's more soap coming out. It is easy to grip because it also has the ribbon tied to it, so you can put that around your wrist. You know, if you get a little like wild in the shower and stuff goes like flying out of your hand, that happens from time to time, you know. But also the way that it's shaped like a flower, it has those indentations for your fingers to grip. You like it too dark? Look how much we have. This is crazy. I know, right? We are a very neat and clean nest. Can you reuse it once it empties? You can use it, well, what I use mine for, because it's a sponge, so you probably don't want to keep it around that long. But after it is all like spent, I use it to clean the shower walls because it's already in there. Like there's probably like when it has no more foaming action, but I use it to just clean the shower. You got an ad for Lumi? I think I got a little trial size of that. I haven't tried it yet though. I love those things. Yeah. Awesome. God, we have so much in common and so little in common with Chantal, right? She's never even heard of a Spongel. Ugh. I have a white one right now. It's actually hanging on my bathroom doorknob. It's still in the wrapper. I forget what scent it is. I get the green one. There's one that I got. It was on clearance, and I understood why when I unwrapped it. It stank. It wasn't very good. I forget what it was, though. You don't get why she doesn't try? Even as disabled as I am, I try. Hey, Aisha, you know? You're of a different, you know? It sounds like you're a pretty healthy person mentally, you know? You have challenges and you overcome them. She's bringing her bleach on vacation. Is she really? That's something you do at home, not on vacation, I think. Freesia pear? I don't think so. Are you kidding me, Lime Jello? You have 20 in your closet? Are you like a millionaire? Because those things are expensive. Expensive. Maybe it's just the boutique because my hair salon is expensive. So, and I buy jewelry at this little boutique. It's the best. But they have those Spongels. I want to say they're like $16 for one, but they last forever. 12 to 14. Okay, so they're just marking it up a little bit. That's not bad then. Okay. You have a scrub daddy in the shower? Yeah, those are good too. You can scrub your shower after every use. It drove your boyfriend crazy when we first moved in together. Now he sees how clean everything is. That's the thing, Christy. When you keep up with it little by little, it doesn't just get nasty all at once and you're like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. There's $7 on Amazon. What? Teardrop? Are you serious? I just remembered that's my channel's name. I was like, wait a minute. Are you serious? Teardrop? Teardrop? Let me look. Let me look quickly. I know, we're going to get going. I know. We did discuss a lot last night. We did. But I think we had to, you know? It was one of those times we needed to come together. Okay. Let me take a look here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the one I have right now is wildflower. It's white. Beach grass. They have French lavender. Papaya yuzu. Is that like papaya? Orchid. Bulgarian rose was the one I got on clearance, and I hated it. All right. Let me get you a link. Oh, yeah. I got this one, too. I didn't even know this was Spongel. A petty buffer. Oh, my God. This is getting a little... Cleanse, exfoliate, and polish feet. Beach grass scent. And it's not like the sponge. It's harder. All right. Let me get you a link. Just in case. You want to check them out? You're buying more now? I know. Well, here you go. If you do use that link... It does benefit my channel. It helps to support my channel. You don't have to buy the Spongel. If you click on that link and you end up buying something from Amazon, they don't charge you anything extra, not 1 penny more than what you would pay normally, but they give me a small percentage of whatever you do buy. So, yeah, these things are just amazing. Oh my God, do they have any new? Grapefruit, that would be invigorating. They have a travel size. Oh, yeah. Oh, girls, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I don't like rose scents. Patchouli rose, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna smell like Chantal, I'll bet. She'd probably love that one. Okay, all right, let's get started. I'm like scrolling through Amazon like, oh, look at that one. Coconut verbena is good. Yes, it is. I can't believe all you guys know about this. That's so funny. Oh, because you don't find them in stores. Or do you know stores where they have them? Because I've never seen them in stores anywhere. So I don't expect anyone to really know. No, lime jello. I'm glad you did. I'm glad we have this in common. Now we can discuss different scents. Hello, Agent Falafel. You love verbena, hold the coconut. Okay, that's fair. All right, let's close the poll. Let's see how many votes we have. 124 votes. That's very good turnout. Thank you, everyone who voted. And the question was, have you ever been in therapy? And in the nest, 70% of birdies have been in therapy. 22% have not, and 7% have thought about it. Interesting. Oh, Lillis, you won't regret it. Honestly, they seem like they're a little pricey. Like, really? A sponge for your shower? Oh, it's worth it. I'd pay $20 for one, and I don't pay money for stuff like that. You know, I really don't. Like, I love my Lever 2000. And, you know, really, like I have my scrubbies and things, but I don't get into like bath gels and stuff. I just want to be clean and smell clean. But that stuff, it's worth it. Yeah. Friend got you a self-care basket and buy 2 to 3 a year as a reminder for self-care. That's awesome. Yeah, I got one in one of those like FabFitFun beauty boxes one year. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Okay. All right. So you will be happy to know that I screen recorded today's live stream with Chantal. Therefore, we have the entire chat. We have everything that was written before it was deleted. We have everybody on there before they were blocked. It's all there. So on this one, we really want to pay attention to the chat because it's none of this is edited. This isn't after the fact. I live streamed it I live recorded it in real time. So Yeah. I like her chat too. It's way more interesting than she is. Yes. Irish Spring, that's a good one too. Yep. Hey, Lindsay. Hello, is it Tiefling or Tiefling? Bard. Hello. Nice to see you. How is it going? Is, everything, everything okay? Do you need, you know what I'm saying? Do you need us? We're at your service if you do, okay? Sometimes the next day is even harder. We're here for you. I'm glad you're here. Okay? You just let us know. If you want us to go sit outside his house, we will do that. It's not a problem. Not at all. Okay. All right. Let's get started then. Let's get right into it. Why shan't we? Okay. All right. So. Hello. Oh my God, imagine if this didn't record. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Okay, he's relaxing. Right. I was like, oh. Why is she so low? Oh my God. Let me turn her up.
But it's basically just like the smoothing one I put on, and I put it at like 7.
Oh, I had her at 45%.
Well, as ready as I'll ever be.
That's why.
Karina. Oh, nice, Karina, keeping me accountable. Yeah, I have to do laundry. I'm falling behind on my housework. I gotta do it. I'm good. Ghostface, how are you? Melanie Lynn.
Okay.
Yeah, for the thumbnail. That's the only one.
Use everything all natural.
Oh. Yum, that's so good. And cover them in chocolate. Time for ice cream. Try 10 next time. Thank you very much, Steve.
So her eye,
I know iPhone doesn't have it.
is watering throughout the live stream. It's watering a lot. And I think it's someone in her chat says something about it and says that it could be a sign of starting like diabetic retinopathy. And she said, she's like, I just had an eye exam. And then she says, a year ago. So not really that recent. Not so much. Does she have pink eye? Probably.
You see thumbnail for late more views. I don't give a crap.
She didn't wash her hands.
I don't care.
After those
you
cats.
I'm an animal abuser? I don't care. I said that in my last video, and that's how I'm gonna leave it.
You do care an awful lot.
Let her keep incriminating herself.
And
I love
we
it.
know it. Okay.
Rude, Steve. I don't think they have a 10. It goes up to like 8, I think. Weird number, but.
That was me.
Teslam. That means thank you, right? Like Mishko? Chocolate Brazil
No,
nut.
it doesn't mean that, Chantal. Teslam. Teslamedik, for example, means bless your hands. It does not mean thank you. But, I know you're still learning Arabic. You're very new to the country. Simple phrases like that. You wouldn't know those yet. No, of course not. No. So I might slow her down a little bit, maybe. It seems like it's going a little fast. I have her at 1.4. So maybe we'll just back it down 1.3. Okay.
Brazil nuts, apparently you can OD on Brazil nuts. Did you know that? The fan is like in my face.
Did you know that?
I hate this.
What a beacon of knowledge.
Chocolate Brazil nuts. I used to, I didn't know you can overdose on Brazil nuts. All you need is like 1 or 2 a day to get like your entire daily recommended dose of selenium.
Nutritionist.
Okay, I need to like do something with my brows. I need to like shade them in. I don't know. My skin looks dry.
Shade in, yeah.
When I wear foundation and powder, I look like a cake face.
There's a lot of reasons for that. And why are we at 40 years old still trying to figure out makeup? Huh? Why are we at 40? She's wearing very old makeup. That's one problem. And especially if she's using old foundation. Come on. She does look like cake face, Gensha hater. I agree. Yeah. I don't know what the ODing on Brazil nuts is about. I feel like it's code for something to somebody. Like we're not supposed to know what that means. It's kind of what I got from that. Why does her makeup look like she's the lead singer of a black metal band? Fatalica. Oh my God. John. This is way late, but still. I didn't have it ready. Fatalica.
Brazil nuts, yeah. Yes, they're toxic if you have more than 7 because of the selenium in them, right? Selenium. Millennium. Remember that song by Robbie Williams?
Okay, that's the last time that happens. So I'm not gonna. It's the last time that happens.
Hey, Lizzie.
You don't need the
Ghostface.
details.
Hi, Orange Pop. I know, fans make my eyes water too. Babe, do you know who Taylor Swift is? Need to use primer, Shannon? I use moisturizer, but apparently it's not enough. I think I'm getting, what's the best blurring primer? Ah, Lockout did just go live. I can't compete with them.
Yeah.
Hey, Shar.
They did.
I don't think, how many of you watched that in here?
Probably not as many as she'd like
Actually,
to think.
Wrong. Maximum is 5. 5 on what, Leslie? Oh,
I don't know if Ammo is here yet, but Chantal wished you a happy birthday like twice. It's towards the end. So I'm going to clip it when she says, happy birthday, Ammo, and then we'll just use that every time we see you. What do you think?
the Brazil nuts, yeah. Elf putty primer. Okay, Elf is cheap.
Yeah.
And halal. So
I like Elf.
I can get down with that.
Yep, me too. I don't use a primer, though.
Hi, babe.
I barely use foundation.
Oh, the fan. Actually, maybe if you just push it this way a bit. Let me see.
I love a BB cream, though, or a tinted
that's good.
moisturizer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
I appreciate. Look at the cat looking at you.
What? What?
What are you doing?
It's 2:30. Julia.
She loves her bolt. She has.
So we got Buster asking, are we back on track with our diet? Sully says, loving the makeup, stunning. Dermaplaning is really good, especially to get rid of dry skin, says Lil Nitty. Hey, Irving Transplant, how's it going? She either doesn't know or doesn't care and just wants to shovel in food until the end. Right, Creyas? I know, right? Il Maquillage. I always see ads for that. Is that actually good? I thought that was like, Ammo's been sick? Oh, no. Oh, well, tell her the nest is pulling for her. We're pulling for her. My goodness. She's got an air conditioner and a fan. Yeah. She's delusional. She thinks I am fatter than her. Safaria Sonata told me I was ugly, fatter, and single. That's why I'm jealous. Oh. I'm 8 years married to a USA Navy veteran and a size 10. She's delusional. Oh. Were you in her chat? And she was telling you off or something? What's going on? Well, welcome to the nest. Hi. Huh. Interesting.
No face from the side. What's wrong with this genetic freak? No, I'm kidding. I love you, Juice.
Adorable.
Yeah, she is.
You okay now?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe a little over this way more, maybe. I don't know. Like at my, like... Or maybe over... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Thanks, babe. No, that's too much now. I can't feel it. Okay, perfect.
Goldilocks
Thanks, babe.
over here. That's
Thanks.
just right.
Thanks, fan man. I'm just kidding. Sweet love. Okay, who did I miss here? Hissy Fits. Anonymous, welcome salam. Why am I all glittered up? I'm glittered up for you guys.
Really?
Putty Bite.
Really?
Hi, Chewy's mom. It's better than the expensive stuff.
Do you buy that?
All right. Justine, welcome. Thank you.
I don't.
Sam G, thank you. Dermaplaning? What is that, little nitty? I have to look that up. I have to look up some things and take it serious. Hey, you two.
Time to take it serious at 40. Yeah, I mean, okay. You could start, sure. You know, it's good to start earlier. But if you don't, well, you didn't. You guys do dermaplaning? I do, sometimes. You were on Twitch when she tried to say she was a gamer girl. She's horrible at games. When I told her to learn the game and gaming talk, she went pissy. Oh, that sounds about right. Well, welcome, Safaria Sonata. It's good to have you here. Yeah. Yeah, any woman that, like, tells her anything, basically, she's gonna come at you. So, try not to take it personally. She's just a witch.
I was thinking today about my diet. And,
That's funny. So we're like 100 people in the community. We're thinking about your diet too. So I wonder if we were all thinking the same thing. What do you think?
I realize that I understand people who I make these announcements that I'm going to do really good and then I don't do good. And
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
It's disappointing, and then I eat things on camera and I'm happy about it and it makes it look like I'm just taking my health as a joke. And I realize that, but I I guess at the end of things, like, I guess what I just have to do is tell you guys that I can't make those promises because, like, I'm having such a hard time cutting out unhealthy food. Like,
We know.
despite my health problems, I know that it's like,
This isn't news to us,
really
Chantal.
important for me to get healthy. And, every day I wake up, I say that I'm going to do it,
Right.
but then I just don't.
Right,
Like,
right.
it's just too hard, and I end up just not caring enough.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it's not caring, but so
Yeah. Or your addiction. It's true addiction.
I'm trying to think of ways like that
know.
I can occupy my mind and become obsessed with something healthier, something that that the results will pay off for me, and I can remind myself of that every day.
Yeah, I don't think obsession with anything is really the way to go with that. I don't think becoming obsessed with something else is really the way to go. That you're still maintaining a very unhealthy way of thinking. So it's called willpower, says Lindsay, and you don't have that. There you go. There you go. Susie Q914 says, picture her wearing tight polyester Temu shirts. Have to get through the airport to the plane. She will be soaking wet with sweat sitting next to someone. Oh, yeah, she will. Fanning herself with all of the Beezer spray perfume like wafting through the airplane. Oh, yeah. Yeah, rinse, lather, repeat for 8 years. I think this one's a repeat. I think it might be. You love a Chantal deep introspective talk. She's such an inspiration. Teardrop! Yeah, I agree. Coach Chantal. Yeah.
Sure.
Addiction transfer. Exactly, Kidney J. Exactly. Kidney J went live a little bit earlier today, so after our stream, be sure to check her out.
Thank you so much for the corgi with the hearts. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I gotta give you a heart.
Oh my God.
My little short fat fingers.
Yeah. Wrong app.
But, like, what about just focusing on, I noticed that, keeping tidy and organized and self-care is, like, really time-consuming. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about the foot washing soon. Okay, so Leslie Cat says, it's an addiction and you need treatment, in my opinion, but you have to be ready for it. That is the whole thing. Anyone who has an addiction to anything, you cannot force them to change. You cannot force them to give it up. They really have to be at a point where they are done with it and come to the realization that they have been trying to probably overcome it themselves, and they need help. Time consuming. What else does she have to do? She's very busy. She's extremely busy.
what if I did, like, yesterday I said, like, I don't wash my feet or take care of my feet. What if I did that? What if I, like, took the time to do self-care every day, like a whole routine of it? Like, that would make me feel good.
Self-care involves washing feet. What if she just took another few minutes to wash her feet? Wouldn't that be luxurious? Just wash your feet. You're already in the shower. Just wash them. And if she can't reach them, because, there's things in the way, right? And I don't have any mobility issues, but, like, I felt like I wanted to really scrub in places that I can't reach, and it's awkward. So I got a 2-sided brush with a long handle. It's meant for the shower, and it's made a difference. So with this long-handled scrub thing, that too, Christy. Yep, they have those too. I can reach down and I can scrub, like, my heels and the bottoms of my feet without even having to really, like, get down there. Loofah's on a stick. Yep. And like Christy says, they have shower foot scrubbers that are actually, you put them down on the shower floor. That's right. Can she even reach her belly button? Good question, Jen Hater. It's a good question. So, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sisk. And doesn't she have to wash her feet anyway to pray? So, we definitely do not. I'm just gonna, for anyone who's new, okay, I am a Muslim revert. One thing that we don't do is state what she does or doesn't do religiously. We are not able to say that. And it may annoy you that I don't allow that in this chat, and I understand that. I understand. However, trust me when I say I am helping you. In my belief, I am helping you. Okay? Okay? And hey, you could be like, your rules don't apply to me. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm just saying, I will have to answer for everything that I've said, and I believe everyone does too. So, including Chantal. So, we don't know what's actually happening. Part of wudu is cleaning the feet. Right, Nixie, but I've been seeing a lot of in chats today about the feet. Okay. And there are some people who don't respect Muslims and are using this as another jab at Chantal, implying that because she doesn't wash her feet, meaning that she doesn't pray. And you cannot make that assumption. It's not a direct link to that. So, Unhinged Lady says people don't wash feet with soap necessarily for prayer. 3 thorough rinses. Yeah. And if you don't have access to water, you can use sand. You can use sand. If you're in the desert and there's no water, you can use sand. So, yes, there is a specific order in which we do things when we cleanse for wudu before prayer. And if she's not able to do that, if she was truly disabled, which she could be, there are plenty of disabled Muslims who also can't reach their feet. Accommodations are made, and above all, God understands. Now, if she's just like, if anyone, not just her, if anyone's just like, I don't feel like bending over today, I'm being lazy, and you're not in pain and you can reach, then that's like a different thing. It's all about your intention. So, yeah, no, that's absolutely fine, Nixie. I get it. But I've seen it throughout the day today with a lot of, she doesn't pray, she's not Muslim, we can't really make those jumps at all.
Like, actually do some.
What's happening? Chantal, come back to us. What's wrong? What's going on?
Kind of like exercise, not go all out on Jane Fonda, but just do start with 10 minutes a day. That's at least something I can say that's accomplishable and it's easy and I can do it.
10 minutes a day at Jane Fonda? I don't know about that, Chantal. Sir, please. Patricia Ingalls has been a Nesty Bestie for 6 months, and she says travel is not ending well. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Thanks, Patricia. I'm so glad you've been around as a Nesty Bestie for 6 whole months. I appreciate that. Thank
minutes,
you.
Until I'm able to do 15, until I'm able to do 20. And then, do some kind of self-care where it's skincare routine, feet routine, stuff like that,
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've heard this so many times. At first, when she first got to Kuwait, it was, I'm going to walk for 5 minutes at a time until I can build more stamina. And just a couple weeks ago, it was, I can only walk 2 to 3 minutes at a time. So that's what I can do. And I have limitations that people don't understand. So it's just the same thing over and over. It's another repeat of the Chantal show, truly. Nothing's going to be built. There will be no stamina. You haven't done anything for yourself at all to prepare for your trip, wherever you're going. So you're going to be a miserable mess the entire time. You can't even walk through the airport, let alone go sightseeing wherever you're going. You might as well just get yourself a wheelchair at this point, Chantal. If you've just given up completely, just get yourself a motorized wheelchair. You might as well just go all in.
Yeah. The thing is, Leslie, I've been to...
Gensha hater, sorry I'm pausing so much. She said she's probably traveling to climb Mount Everest. She did say it wasn't going to be as hot there. She did say that. She's going to Nepal. Oh my God. It's exciting.
An eating disorder center. I've been in and out of therapy and stuff like that.
Mount Everest.
So I don't know.
You could be right. No one has guessed that yet that I've heard.
Which I'll have to look into. But here it's I don't know. Yeah. I noticed that I enjoy doing that and I feel better. Whenever I, take the time to really take care of myself and
God, imagine.
Think, okay, I won't have the instant gratification right now of eating a large pizza. But after I
Right.
eat that pizza, I'm gonna feel like crap and like back at square one. And
Yeah,
you know,
around and around and
whereas if
around
I
and
just
around.
focus, like I don't know, it's hard. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. You know, when you're an addict, it's hard. It certainly is. I can only imagine. Thank God I haven't dealt with that myself personally. And I've actually very intentionally, I know people don't choose to become addicts. I know this. But I have been exposed to it enough that I made very intentional decisions to not even possibly go down that path at all. So, but I have seen how difficult it is for people. And I do believe she's addicted to food. I do believe she is a food addict. I don't know if it's binge eating disorder because I don't really know that much about that. But I see addict behavior in Chantal every single time I watch her. The justifications as to why she's doing this, why she's doing that, the refusal to get help, the manipulation of her chat and Salah to eat fast food, you know? She's not welcome in Australia. Oh, okay. She's not welcome in Australia. Are you going to be at the airport? Like, don't let her in. You think it's Thailand again, little seven? Could be. That could be.
Yeah, Josh, I did. Didn't she get like picked up? Yeah, I tried intermittent fasting. Pop my channel out. Yeah. Jen, I prefer to do my like activities in private, like with exercise, because it's like too hot to exercise in hijab. That's why. I don't mind doing swimming though.
Well, I mean, you did get in the pool, but you didn't swim. Getting in the pool is not the same as swimming. Justine in her chat said, when you're ready, you'll do it. And that's true. Changing eating habits is hard. It is. And you just have to keep trying. The problem is she never tries. She always gets stuck in her head. Okay, starting tomorrow, I'm going to do this. But by the time tomorrow comes, she has already convinced herself that that is not the right way to go and she should do something else instead. And then she exhausts herself and orders fast food. This is the cycle that I see. So.
Yeah, you have to stack them up, Sunset. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Anastasia. I was on Ozempic before, but I can't get those things here. Hearing what you need to do and putting it into practice, exactly. It is very different.
Yeah, she could have been water walking.
La Fonda facts.
La Fonda?
I know, fast food is so addictive. I deleted my community post because I don't want to get, like, my mom told me not to give it attention. She's even smarter than me. I was more mad, and she's like, it's okay, cutie. I just block and delete, and, you know.
Yeah. Have you guys seen this community post? So Anesti sent it to me, so I do have it. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, what you think of it, okay? I am thinking about launching an investigation. And because there are very specific things in that post that are unique. What do you guys think? Do you have a theory who did that and who wrote that? Does anyone have a theory who did that? Very curious. Because you think she wrote it herself, Nixie? It's possible. That is possible. Yep. That is possible. It is a unique post because there are certain words that are used that aren't commonly used in this community. She really needs structure in her life. Definitely a Tundra Queen. Yeah, she needs something to do. She needs something to do other than sit around and think about food and eat. You wrote it, Irving Transplant? Well, that's done. That's over. Investigation is complete. We got it. All right, let me bring it up. I'll bring it up on the screen. It's pretty nasty, but honestly, it's not especially nasty for this community. It's not. I've seen worse, sadly. Community tab post. And then she wrote like a whole like blah, 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 blah about it, you know, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. You people are vile. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know. We know. Sue us, Chantal. Next time you come back to the West, file lawsuits against all of us. And I will see you in court. No problem. I got time for that. And you know what? It's content. Most of all, it's content for the channel. I have no problem with that. Now, where did I save it? Did I save it to the super? Did I save it? All right, let me keep playing her while I look for it. Now I'm not sure. Okay, all right.
But it's just like they know it bugs me. Like, they target your family because they know it bugs you. Like, it bugs me to a degree that people have that in their mind to blame my mom for, you know, like, what I go through with food. I haven't lived with her in 23 years. She actually encourages me to eat healthier. She makes me meals when I go there, you know. I'm the one who sneaks off and eats pizza after, you know. So it's like, has nothing to do with her, you know. And if people really knew her as a person, like, she's an amazing person. Amazing.
Amazing? Okay. Okay. Hey, that's subjective. Who knows?
Getting gastric bypass, thoughts and glares, really? Wow, good for you.
She might be.
It does really help. Like, it's the most successful statistic wise for, you know, keeping weight off long term and losing weight.
Is it?
There are people, you know, with eating disorders and food addictions and stuff who do gain the weight back from surgery. And so there's a chance of that. But there's also a chance, I don't know. I don't know.
Also a chance of what?
It's also a long wait list, and like in the meantime I have to figure out something.
She
too.
doesn't even want to lose weight. Why are we even
Yeah.
having this conversation? She wants to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And that's it. That's it. That's what she wants to do. She doesn't want a solution. No, not at all.
I have no idea who it is, Josh.
Oh, she doesn't know? Oops. Uh-oh.
There's a chance of that, but there's also a chance, I don't know. I don't know. It's also a long wait list, and like in the meantime I have to figure out something too. Cravings, yeah. I have no idea who it is, Josh.
Why is that happening? What is the deal? I hope we didn't stop recording then. Did we? What happened?
It later in life, but
Okay. Jeez.
because my grandma, like, she used to be very overweight, like I told you, like when she was younger, you know, in her 40s. I think in her 40s until her like maybe 50, something like that. And then for about 25 years, she changed her diet around because she was walking to work one day and she just passed out in the snow. And she didn't remember anything, just waking up in the hospital. And she had pericarditis. And then they ended up diagnosing her with pulmonary hypertension. And she completely, like, the doctor gave her 2 years to live. And she ended up living like 28 more years. But she completely changed her diet around, and she still ended up getting diabetes. Yeah, genetics have a big part. Sometimes it depends, eh? Yeah, YouTube lover. I mean, honestly, I'm not downplaying therapy. It doesn't work for everybody. You know, it's not like for everyone, but yeah. Yeah. It can be from childhood trauma, but not always. Like I said, I just remember being obsessed with food, like, from a young age. Hey, Emrys. Two-handed hobby, thoughts and glares? Embroidering? Maybe I should just give in and start crocheting something. Josh, I'm not going to stoop low like her, but she's the last person to be talking about parenting. My mom never took a picture in fishnets in my room as a child. Hi, Pam Chocolat. Like, I don't get that. Did you have to move her Barbies out of the way? insulin is not the solution. I've seen people take insulin and eat whatever they wanted. They're all dead now. No, you can't. I never had the thought that, oh, I can eat what I want because I'm taking insulin. No, it's I eat what I want because it's just hard for me not to. Like, it's honestly just...
Okay, whatever. So, no therapy for Chantal. Right. It doesn't work for everybody. Okay. Here's the thing, though. What would work, Chantal? What do you feel would work? Nothing you have done so far has worked. You are obsessed with food. You are a food addict. You don't think you need help with that? You just think you need like the next quick fix? You need to do a water fast to reset your pleasure centers of dopamine for sugar and fat and whatever? You know, like you've tried everything. You can't go a day without going overboard. So, you know, therapy, I think. Yeah, and there's more than one type. That's right, Lilith. At least try to figure out why you're doing this to yourself. It's not because you like food. A lot of people like food, and they don't become as unhealthy as you. And even with such awful health and mobility issues, you still can't stop eating. You still can't stop yourself. Aren't you at least curious what is causing that? Like, what could it be? And a therapist could absolutely help you figure that out. And I don't know why she thinks a therapist is someone who sits there and talks to you. They listen and they help you figure shit out. And maybe once you make the connection, you could figure out like, oh, wow, I don't need to keep stuffing my stomach full until I'm sick every single day.
It's been such a huge part of my life. And when I take that away, even for a few hours, I feel weird. I feel like naked, like honestly. Like I just feel like something huge is missing, and like how am I going to cope with life now?
Unbelievable.
You know?
Unreal.
And it's also like I don't want to cope with life with other things. Like, you know, I don't want to.
Wow.
That's like my brain always.
Wow.
But then I think...
So she can't go a couple of hours without eating. She feels like she's naked if she doesn't eat for a couple of hours. And she doesn't want to use anything else to cope with life. Now, what is the coping with life about? Like, what is so... For you, like people experience difficulty in life and it can be a lot of different types of things. What is it for you, Chantal, that you're trying to cope with? What do you need to cope with? Why can't you get through a day without engaging with your addiction? Why? What are you trying to avoid? What are you avoiding, Chantal? You're avoiding thinking about something, feeling something, memories coming up, trauma. You know, therapy would help with that. Yeah, figure it out. And you get taught different coping skills, healthier ways to cope. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to eat like 10 cakes again in one sitting, but, you know, just maybe not every day. And life could even feel a little bit easier, that you don't constantly need a crutch to get through your day. I know, Hugh Mad Bro, she's a food addict just as much as anyone with a substance disorder is an addict. She's an addict. I mean an addict. It's not even about the food. She is an addict. I always see addict behavior in her when she's talking about, I mean, really. It's all to protect the addiction. Everything. I
think, okay, I don't like feeling this way. I want to walk more, like, you know. And I want to, like, live longer. But, I don't know.
Do you, though?
What if you end up trying to get healthy, all this stuff, you live in misery for a while getting healthy, and then you just die anyways of something else? Well, I know it's stupid, but... Hi, Allison! Only God knows when...
But she doesn't consider quality of life. Quality of life is everything. Even if you only live a month from now, if you eat better and you're moving around, you might even want to take a trip someplace else. You could go on your first hike ever and really be like, wow, I've been missing nature. I've never really been out here like this before. And you could do that in your last month of life. It's not necessarily about how long can you live, because people can live a long time and be absolutely miserable and in pain and suffering. Who cares how long you're living if you feel awful all the time. It's about your quality of life. And see why torturing animals is an issue with you. That would be a good thing for her to figure out, Lindsay. I agree. Great Grebo says it's Addict 101 behavior on her part until she accepts that a thought not followed by an action means that nothing happens. She gets exhausted by her own thoughts. And the constant circling around and around and around. She's exhausted by the time it comes to actually take action. And in her mind, it's like she already has because she's exhausted.
Our time is really, honestly. Crochet. What do you think triggered that food obsession? Eating less, smaller, healthy options. Yeah.
She didn't answer that question.
I'll be okay with the flight. Yeah, it's not too long.
She read the question and didn't answer it. What do you think triggered that food obsession? She didn't answer. She read the question though. Oh, Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Rachel's been an owlet for 4 months. I may be late, but I'm here, and it's my owlversary. Happy owlversary, Rachel. Thanks for being in the nest. Thank you. Sorry I missed that.
I have been taking my meds.
Have you? Have you? I think that's a lie.
Yeah, YouTube lover, I think so.
You know when you can tell when she's lying? I mean, it's usually when she's talking, but...
No, I haven't given up, but...
Extra lies,
I don't
maybe?
think I'm, like, on a diet. I just want to try to make, like, little changes at first.
Yeah. You know, these little changes that you've already tried to make, Chantal, you can't even back off from using oil, butter, and heavy cream in your daily cooking. That would be a little change that would actually have an impact. You can't even make that kind of change. Oh, I drink diet soda now. You're going to have to do a little more than that. Your health is extremely bad. You didn't just gain a couple pounds and get out of breath when you're walking in with groceries. You are in a dire situation. Little changes, it's too late for that. It's way too late for that. She's going to find out the hard way how diabetes ravages a body, says Sarah Philly. Yep. I know. Ugh. Notice us there less and less. The money's drying up. She can't pay him as much now. Yeah, she probably is contractually obligated to take him on vacations every once in a while. I'm sure. All right, let's look at this message that was sent to Chantal's mother. And let me know your thoughts on this. Because I've noticed a couple of things. Oh, this was 11 days ago. This was a while ago. This was written with emotion, first of all. And when something is written with emotion, the person isn't necessarily thinking about how they're writing it. So they're being themselves. What's alleged? What's alleged? Oh, that someone else other than Chantal wrote it, you think? Now, what's interesting to me here, I look for patterns. Like, I can tell when certain people are under sock accounts, commenting on my channel even, in my chat, other channels. They're very easy to identify because they don't think about their patterns that they are exhibiting every single time they do this. So where this post was written with emotion, we're going to find a pattern. And I think that this isn't a person who is well known in Girl World. You think she wrote this? Grammatical patterns, right. Yeah, there's definitely worse in this community. This wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. So it says from Lillian Arnold. I mean, that alone could be something to look into. Sent this to her mother on Facebook. So they created a whole page for themselves, whoever this is, if it's Chantal, whoever, right? Your gigantic, disgusting daughter. Now, we do see disgusting a lot. Oh, we're doing statement analysis here. Statement analysis. Disgusting is used a lot in this community. Gigantic is not used that often. People in this community tend to use the word huge. Gigantic, not so much. Your gigantic, disgusting daughter is about to die on YouTube. And look how YouTube is correctly capitalized. and together as one word. That's how I write YouTube. And I wrote this message. No, I'm kidding. Sometimes you say enormous. Yeah. Everyone's got like their, words that they just tend to use a lot, The world is watching. The world is watching. So just that, right? The world is watching. That means something to this person who wrote this. Oh, it auto-corrects it for you, Christy? That's good to know. Thank you. This could have auto-corrected. The world is watching. That is important to this person for some reason. You really, I'm just going to say it because if you're listening and you're not watching, I want you to join us in the statement analysis here. You really fucked up with that one, didn't ya, Kim? That to me, okay, it doesn't say didn't you. Really fucked up with that one, didn't you? It's yeah, didn't ya? Okay, that's, all right. Hey, Megan Fox. Hey, Doohickey. Who the hell is Ayesha? She's an old beezer and she finally defected. Finally. The only people I know who say the world is watching are outside North America. Good point, Sarah Philly. Good point. Ren's sounds American. These are good. These are really good points to keep in mind. They really are, because there are little hints like that. That's also a good point, Candy K. Sent at 4:36 a.m. Might be someone from overseas. Yeah. You really fucked up with that one, didn't you, Kim? Now, didn't say Shmee, Smee, called her Kim, her first name. You think it's from Canada? Or it could be someone who gets up really early. Nice to see you, Doohickey. It could be projection. Oh, definitely. Oh, there's something wrong here for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can get into the psychology of it at another time. That's a whole other thing. That yeah is personally likely would have been corrected as you and re-entered as yeah. Good point, Chat Warren. Or someone who doesn't sleep at night, says Nixie. That's true. Who's up at night in Girl World? She's gonna explode. Not going to, gonna. She's gonna explode in Kuwait. How would you get the behemoth back to Cornwall? Behemoth? How often have you seen that word used in Girl World? I don't know if I've ever seen it used. So this is either someone who is in Girl World but is a lurker, a big-time lurker, an angry lurker. You think it's someone from Kiwi Farms? That's very possible. It's biblical? Is it? Someone using their nickel words? You don't think her mom would have seen this message or shown Chantal? You don't think so? That's a good point, too. This may not have even come from Kim. No punctuation outside of ending punctuation and apostrophes. Yeah, because you really fucked up with that one. Should have a comma after it, didn't you, Kim? Behemoth and gigantic are weird. And explode. Yes. Explode. So anyone who has discussed that blueberry girl in Charlie whatever in the chocolate factory, right? The blueberry girl blows up. Anyone who discusses the blueberry girl in terms of Chantal might, that could have something to do with something. You see Behemoth on Reddit, do you? But Chantal's venue is YouTube. So it's still someone who comes here. And they could be writing on Reddit, yeah. You think it's Foodie. She needs someone to blame right now. She's spinning her wheels from public failure. That is a good point too, Nikki. She's trying to deflect big time. Yep. Violet, you're turning violet. Yes, Jen. Exactly. Okay, Tejoncita, what are you having for dinner? You feel like it might have been Chantal, says Raven. Just my opinion, just to stir things up at the end of the month. Very possible. You think it sounds like Marty? Could be. I don't know if he's still messing with her, though, since the FBI visited him. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. but sounds like it was kind of serious. You've been playing Final Fantasy games since the 90s, says Ham and Beans. Behemoths are a big, difficult enemy. Someone raised with the... You guys are so freaking smart, and I love it. Like, literally every comment I'm reading is like, yeah, actually, yeah. Thank God for you guys, honestly. I go in some chats, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here? Oh my God. Like, I'm so thankful for the nest. So thankful, you have no idea. So Lucy Jane 12 says, someone raised with the internet. Gen X and older millennials use better grammar. Huh. Possible. Very possible. Owls are very wise. That's true. That's true. Yep. Me too, Megan. Me too. Foodie doesn't use better grammar. True. True. Chantal tends to, yeah, she does. I feel like she's not smart enough, honestly. Me too, Wig. She wouldn't be using the word behemoth, much less spelling it correctly. And there's spell check too. But I feel like she definitely has patterns whenever she writes something, and I don't feel like she would even stop to think about it necessarily. You don't think this is Chantal unless she used the AI to help her? Maybe Miss Umu is back in her life? Could be, Jen. Yeah. You like synonym rolls? Like Grammar used to make? That's cute. Oh, you guys think it's her old friend, maybe? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know her patterns. Me too, Doohickey. I use Ghana, like with very close friends. I'm Gen X also, yeah. You can feed something into the internet and have it rewrite it easily so it wouldn't sound like her. Would she even think to do that, though? Lucy Jane 12 says, and she has said that Muslims are buried within 24 hours. How does that relate to the message? Could it have been one of her supporters like Teardrop? Oh my God, can you imagine? Imagine if Teardrop defects. Oh my God. How common is it known she's from Cornwall? Very common. Very common. Yeah, very common. She did talk about using AI for merch. That's right, she did. It has the feeling of someone who knows Chinny in real life. You don't think it's her. That's such a mean message, says Mons. Why would they even send that to Foodie's mom? Or did they? And like someone said earlier, I'm sorry, I forgot. Someone said earlier, why would Chantal's mother show this to Chantal? Wouldn't she just delete it and be like, these people are nuts, you know? Huh. I'm dying because I was hanging around, says Ari, but I would say as an English grad student. Oh, who has studied linguistics? Thank God for the nest. Ari Whipple, thank you for being here and for speaking up. I love a linguistic person. Thank you. I'm dying because I was hanging around, but I would say as an English grad student who has studied linguistics, this is an American Southern millennial, maybe a zennial. Oh my God. I'm blown away. Okay. Can we break it down? Do you have time, Ari? Do you have time to break it down for us? Because I feel like you're on it. So, Southern millennial. Do you think it's the didn't ya, Kim? Is that what makes you think that like maybe it's Southerner? Maybe. Like what? Can you break it down and tell us like each like all of your thoughts on this? I'm really interested because I know that you probably really know, and we've had a ton of guesses that I think are spot on. Also, you know, me too, Sarah Philly. Oh my God. She has been talking about her a lot lately. Who's that? Oh, her old friend. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Is it from an Android or iPhone? Oh, I don't know. This is all I have. This is it. You're Southern LEAF, and it doesn't give Southern to me. Didn't ya is more Midwest. Oh, what's the time at the top? Let me enlarge it. Time at the top is 4:36 a.m. and it was August 10th. And I feel like she was talking about the Wonder Years not too long ago, that show. And wasn't that kid's name, wasn't that family the Arnolds? Kevin Arnold? Is that from that show? She was talking about the Wonder Years a couple days ago. Midwest confirmed. Really? Okay, cinnamon spices, it's not Midwest. I am in the Midwest and that's not commonly used. Okay. There's a sense of Bible education, Ari? Oh my God. How do you know? How do you know this? What can... I wish we could voice chat. I'm so fascinated by that. I know a linguistics professor very well. This is how I know that you probably really know. Didn't ya Canadian? I don't know, Ellie. It could be. Shani and Rev? Could be. I think didn't ya is Canadian. I am in the Midwest and Ghana is common here. Okay. Behemoth is biblical from Job. Is it, John? I love it too, Jen Hater. My God. It's slightly threatening. Yep, it is. It sounds Canadian to you, Nixie? Maybe we're uppity South? Yeah, maybe. That doesn't sound like us down here in the South. No, not at all. Mm-mm. You're from Toronto, says Nikki. It definitely is common. Patricia Ingalls, can you confirm? Hammond Bean says, the Midwest has several dialects and mannerisms. I'm from Southern Illinois and we sound nothing like Wisconsinites. That is for damn sure. Absolutely. Yeah, true. Didn't ya feels more like an age thing than a regional thing. Okay. Didn't ya is very Canadian. What if it's Pete's? Can you imagine? Behemoth isn't biblical. I've heard it used a lot to describe fat people. Not gonna lie. Ari, Lillian also sounds like a common name for the South, even if it's made up. Okay. Lillian Arnold. Yeah, I don't know any Lillians. Like, I don't know one Lillian. And I'm in the Northeast. I don't know one. This is Dee Dee? Could be. You had to be a big shot, didn't ya? Yeah, you had to be a big shot. It's Billy Joel. Billy Joel sent this. We didn't even know he was in Gore World. Didn't ya sounds lazy? It's used a lot in games, so it could be Pete's. While biblical, Behemoth is more mainstream, says Molly. Foodie thinks Yaba's from the South. She actually said it might have been today. I don't know if she looked at a map or something, but she confirmed that she knows that Indiana is not in the South now, all of a sudden, because she always used to think that. Ari says it's not a boomer, because they tend to use a lot of ellipses. I do, and I'm not a boomer. I use a ton of ellipses, always. That is one of my patterns for sure. I'm bad with that. I don't know why, but yeah. It was Snookies and JWoww. Probably not a boomer. Wouldn't a Southerner be Lillian? Maybe. Yeah, Lucy Jane. I'm always using ellipses. And when I'm writing business emails, I really have to stop myself. Because I know it's a pattern and it shows my age. I try to keep all of that stuff out. You're a boomer, Raging Raw? Okay. I know, Doohickey, isn't it? I love it. You would say millennial, says Ren. You love it too, Gossip Squirrel? We should have Linguistics Fridays or something. I was trying to think of a day that starts with L, and there is not one. So Gen X loves ellipses. Yes. This is someone that doesn't like Shmi, definitely. Or hates Chantal enough to not care how she's speaking to Shmi at all. Who's awake at 3 a.m.? It would have been 3 a.m. Eastern time. Yes, that is correct. On August 10th, she's a la. What day of the week was August 10th? Let me look. Let me look. Gen Xer who hyphenated everything. Oh, I don't like hyphenated words. They bother me. I don't know why, but they do. I don't know why, but they do irk me. Okay, that's kind of weird, huh? All right. Okay, let me look at my calendar here. August 10th was a Saturday. Thank you, Megan. It was a Saturday. So this was a late Friday night, early Saturday morning, 4:30 in the morning. Yeah. But if this person was on the West Coast, it would have been 1:30 in the morning, which isn't that late for a Friday night. If you're a millennial. Is it Chantel's brothers from her father? It would have been a great plot twist. Could be. Oh, Ari says, younger generations have everything, tend to be lowercased. Really? Oh my God. You think it was typed on a computer? You do? What else? What? Oh, I wish we could talk. You think someone was drunk tater tot because of the time? Or maybe they were like in the UK. But this doesn't sound like a UK or European person. Wonder what time it was. Screenshotted? Why is all that cropped out? Is Smee even able to send messages? I don't know. It gives computer vibes to you too, Ren? There are some people who blame Kim and some people who don't. True. Did they mean expire instead of explode, says Peach Cobbler. She's going to explode, or she's going to... Explode is a very odd term. Do you think this is a guy, says Ari. Do we think this is a guy? The only real hatred I see toward Chantel is from women. Like visceral hate comes from women. It tends to. It was S-Jam. He was drunk. That could be. That's possible. Why is everyone saying Yo Mama? It's definitely not Yo Mama. He's got better things to do with his time. I don't know the lady's name, or I would search her up and attempt, but not cow tip because this is sus AF. I don't think this Lillian person is a real name. I really don't. Your guess is Salah with autocorrect, Beach Cobbler. Why do you guys think it's a guy? Ms. Mac thinks it's a guy. Kybella's in California. That would only be like 1:30 in the morning. Kybella, was this you? Kybella, was this you? You can just tell us. It's okay. You're not sold on this being a hater, Jet Warren? You think it's... Why do you guys think it's a guy? Explode feels like Kiwi Farms. It's a dude... Tell me why. Why? Is it just a feeling? Or like, how do... Okay, there's a certain amount of concern trolling. That's true. But the aggression is interesting. It is concern. Like, look, your daughter's gonna die. The world is watching. You really fucked up with that one, didn't you, Kim? She's gonna explode in Kuwait. How would you get the behemoth back to Cornwall? What if it's the child? What child? Oh, Ghostface? Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible with that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it can't be ruled out as a suspect. Concern troll. Yeah. Sounds like an ex-client that got pissed off. Just a mom life. Oh, like one of her Foodie clients got pissed off at her. You still think it's Foodie, says Cinnamon Spice, but it could possibly be Salad, one of his friends. Someone had to be close to her. It feels more set up. This is fascinating. I love watching all of your brains. All the brains working all together for one common goal. We could cure cancer after this. I'm pretty convinced at this point. Could explode refer to the war? Possibly. For some reason, you think it might be Isaac. Mary Sparkle, what does everyone think of that? I think you might have. I think you might have hit the nail on the head. It could be Isaac, or someone from their gang. How much you bring Buddy to Cornwall Beach? Usually, it's someone who approves of doxing and in real life harassment, and Isaac does. The world is watching, says Doohickey. Does that mean Gore World? Because the actual world isn't. It's very egotistical. True. A lot of people feel like Gore World is much bigger than it actually is. Who's Isaac Ham and Beans? Okay, Isaac, everybody. Oh boy. Isaac is the channel called Be Our Guest. And Kybella went on his channel, and he was a fan of Just Breezin'. And he said that he was going to have Chantal's channel taken down. You honestly think it's someone who watches FFG because they always talk about Smee, Cornwall, and how hard it would be to send her back after she dies. I'm convinced it's an FFG watcher. I'm one. Ari says it's someone who is intimate with her story because they said Cornwall and not Canada. Good point. Yeah, that's true. You have amazing insight, Ari. Have you been in the nest for long? Because, welcome. You can have an official spot on the Nestigation team if you would like. You're amazing. Goreworld is like an apartment in the continent of YouTube. I mean, less than. If anything, it's a studio, really. It's like a room. Like with Marty, Isaac got Chantal to tuck tail real quick. True. Isaac is the closest bet, but I don't think he knows her name is Kim. But Breezin would have told him that. She would have filled him in on everything. That's your only hesitation about Isaac. It's Mr. Snowflake. I think you're right. 2 Dalmatians and a pet. That's probably right, yeah. Mr. Snowflake, you have a lot to explain, okay? Tons to explain. Huh. Monty? How did Isaac or Marty get Chantal to cut tail? She never left. She was scared. She was definitely scared of Marty. But yeah, she didn't leave. That's true. If Isaac wants to know, he's going to know the mom's name. Oh, definitely. Yeah, we can see you, Powerful Quill. Yep. I doubt he would have caught Foodie's mom's name and locked it in his brain with all that went on there. There was a lot going on there. That's true. That's true. There was a lot. Oh, maybe Pulpy? Come on. Pulpy's got way better things to do. I don't feel like he even has enough hate in his sweet heart to do something like this. Oh my God. Molly says, I wondered that too, but it could also mean that the person is Canadian. A Canadian would be more likely to say the specific part of Canada than anyone else, but it is Gore World. Right. Peach Cobbler says most people would have said Canada and not Cornwall. Right. A casual watcher would say Canada. Amber? You think, why Amber? Why? Why would Amber do that? Isaac has used Kim's name, Mary. And someone asks him 3 days later, this is a $50 question, what's Foodie's mom's name? And Pulpy is innocent. He would rather exfoliate or drink water. Why are you leaning towards Pete's, Francis? Someone in Chantal's chat told her Isaac was coming for her. Yep. Oh, yeah. There's someone on Twitter who's really triggered. There's not just one person. There's a lot of people on Twitter that are triggered AF who need to just log off and think of something else. Americans think America's the whole world, so maybe American. Maybe. Too intelligent to be Amber? Ari says, I think if they started watching, it would be when she was in Canada. So maybe they started watching when she was in the villa. Ari, I hope I haven't missed any of your messages. I always go back and listen to my streams again and try to watch the chat, so I'm definitely going to catch it if I missed anything. But I feel like you do have some serious insight here. Megan 8 says, they didn't say that Chantal was hectic, so it can't be Amber. Right. It's not Yaba? How do you know? This could have come from someone who has been planning and making money off of her future memorial. If you think about it, because that was when she was living in Cornwall. Was she in Cornwall with BB? I don't know. Nixie, I can see you. Yeah, when she was living with BB, was that in Cornwall? Do you guys know? It sounds Canadian to you? You don't think it's Yaba? Yaba would say it out loud on her live. She would never anonymously message me. It was BBJ from Beyond the Grave? Okay, people are saying it's not Yaba. Okay. BB was in Gatineau. Thank you, Darkest Coven. It would need a situation type deal in there for Ambi. True. A hectic situation type deal. No, she was by Ottawa with BB outside the city, but definitely not living in Cornwall. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Ham and Beans. It's a fair point about Yava saying it out loud. Yeah, I don't think she would take the time to create a fake account. And yeah, if she wanted to say it, she would just say it. Yeah, that's true. The movie angle? Oh, do you mean the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Okay, Fran, have a good night. It's someone whose whole world is Gore World. Yeah, that's true. For someone to say the world is watching. The world is watching. Like, not really. Not really. So to this person, it's the world. Chantal's aunt. The Bark Street boy agrees it's not Yava. Yeah, he did. He grumbled. He's like, it's not her. Do we have any writing samples of the most likely suspects, says Ms. Mac? We could do a comparison. I have not compiled that because I really didn't have any ideas, but we will need to now. Tucker and Friends says maybe not her. Cat C says Isaac. That makes the list bigger than you suspected, you mad bro? Yeah. It's Teardrop. Imagine. It's someone who spends a lot of time on YouTube, says Ari. Yeah, the world is definitely not watching her, no. They do have an inflated sense of the community, it sounds like. Isaac might believe that his community encompasses the world. I think so, because when I've heard, and I'm not saying Isaac wrote this, we're just exploring ideas. When I've heard him talk about things that he has done before in the past, it sounded like it was something that to him that was just like huge. Your mind is made up, Sunny Days? What do you think? What do you think? You think of Chantal, Sunny Days? Didn't Peter Princess just get blocked in Chantal's chat? She sure did. Yep. A man named Matt Pancake was arrested in Ohio? Oh, okay. Okay, John. It's Pure Bees. Could be. Yeah. Not Nodder. I read it in his voice and it totally didn't work. He wouldn't say yeah. True. The more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards Isaac. He thinks YouTube is the world and would talk like that. I need to check his text to see if he says, yeah, we do have things we can compare it against. Yes, we do. Yep. I think 50-50 chance Foodie Beauty may have written it for convenient drama, Rachel Burke says. She's under fire right now. She could use a distraction. True. I don't think we know who it is. Still putting my money on a cow tipper from Kiwi Farms. Okay. It's Salah. Could be. You think it's Breezin'? You think it's breezy, Sunny Days? Okay, let's explore. Let's explore it. We've explored other ones, you know? Okay. We're all suspects at this point, including myself. And each and every single one of you in the chat today. And everyone who's not in the chat today. Dirt Merchant, listen, I was trying to buy you off. I was trying to buy you off with an air fryer. And here you are in my chat outing me? Oh my God. Ari says, do you have a community post of Foodie Beauty to compare? She did write something to go along with this, yes. And I did not save it. Well, I have it still. I can upload it or something. Yeah. But she kind of went off about this, like da 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 da, which kind of made me think it was not her. So let me find that. Am I Canadian? No. If you aren't, you're ruled out. Thanks. Everyone's a suspect. Everyone. Including me. You were saying Breezen, Powerful Quill? Oh, you know why, Powerful Quill? I have her name blocked. I wonder I wonder how FFG came out. So I have some creators' names blocked, not so that they don't come in here. I don't care if I wouldn't mind at all if they come in here. I have those words blocked because people were coming in saying, what's your opinion about Breezy doing da 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 da, your grandfather? And I told them to stop it, and people were coming in, same thing about FFG. And I'm like, I'm not doing that on this channel. I'm not here to like tear down other creators or to critique them or, I'm not interested in that. So it didn't stop. So I entered their names as blocked words. So yeah, that's why it wasn't showing up. So that's why so many of your messages were ignored, Mayfei. Yep, that's why. That's right. Okay. It's a virtual game of Clue, yes. That's why I say I do have things on my block list that people don't consider. They think I just have generic shit. I really don't. I observe patterns. When people use racist language, they tend to use it in a certain way. So while I have racist words blocked, I also have the accompanying words blocked because they almost always go together. Because they may try to bypass the block of the racist word, but they'll still include the other word, so it blocks it anyway. We're playing chess here, okay? It's chess. Is Mixplix blocked? No. I don't know what that is. She's been known to be in the hookah bar till 1 o'clock. Oh, we're talking about Breezen. Okay, what is her motive, though? You have some random words blocked on your channel too, Doohickey? Yeah. What would be Breezy's motive, though? I mean, she reacts to her and says what she thinks. You think it's hilarious that I'm a suspect because analyzing myself would be funny? Ari, you're not a suspect, obviously. But everybody is. Okay, let me bring up her community tab post that was responding to this. I think she would just come out with it herself, Similar to like Yaba. I don't think she would like take the time to, I don't know. I could be wrong. Here it is. Okay. Here we go. So here's the community tab post she wrote. Oh, God. This has all been deleted, of course. All right. So we got, can you freak weirdos messaging my mom? Like, what psychotic people do that? Question mark. Double punctuation is always a pattern to look for. Before we have you found out by the police for harassment. And when she's emotional, she doesn't structure sentences properly at all. I mean, she hardly does anyway. We had it done before and we will do it again, which is referring to Marty and the FBI. My mom is not responsible for my eating disorder. Okay. I'm also 40 years old and responsible for what I put in my body. You people are sick degenerates to message my family and blame them for my weight. No commas, right. I haven't lived with my mom in 23 years! Exclamation. You know nothing about her feelings towards my health. Not toward, but towards. Of course, capitalized, she expresses concern. At least she didn't raise someone. At least! At least. Oh my God. Where is it?
At least I'm not getting wasted.
Exactly. At least I'm not getting wasted. Yes. At least she didn't raise someone. Thank you, Lil Seven. Yeah. We had an at least emoji even. At least she didn't raise someone who would message someone's family with disgusting words. Imagine messaging someone's mother with those words and thinking you, capitalized, were raised right and superior. Anyway, comma, my mom is used to it by now and just blocks and ignores, but this is just a messed up thing for someone to do, and I can guarantee you wouldn't have the gall to say any of this to my face! Exclamation. Oh, comma, and at least my mother didn't have children with a pedo. God! Oh, so she thinks it's Yaba. Like someone in this community. Sick people.
At least I'm not getting wasted.
At least. Oh my God. There's a lot of sickness in general.
At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always.
At least that. Oh boy. So does she think it's Yaba? Oh God. That's just, that's so nasty to even, I don't even want to go there. You texted Shmi, says Dirt Merchant. I says to Shmi, you know your daughter ritualistically dishonored an entire store stock of Peeps? Shmi, I am disappointed. And what was her reaction to that? Did she reply or did she just block you? What happened then? It was Fupa Guy? Yeah, I think Yaba would have no I think she would just say it. She deliberately used commas in specific places. You know what's also interesting to look at is the Oxford comma. Very few people use it, so when it does come out, pay attention to that. As an emphasis. She's using it as an emphasis. Interesting. Chantal loves caps and exclamation points. Yep. Time to call FBI Frank. I agree, Danielle. The thing about AYS and Sin and Sass channels that are the best is that they don't have to get dirty to gather an audience. Thank you. Thank you, Ham and Beans. Thank you. That's very... That touched me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thanks. Goose Chalk? I don't think... Well, I mean, everyone's a suspect. I really don't. Goose Chuck would just say, hey, stupid. You know, she would just make a video. Hey, stupid. Hey, Shmi, stupid. Hey, stupid. Look at this daughter you made, you know? Yeah, I think so too, Hugh Mad Bro. She would just say it directly. And I would love to listen to it. I love her rants. Hey, stupid. Yeah, I definitely don't see her making a whole profile to message the mother. But, Raging Rot, no one is off the table, so thank you for suggesting someone that we may not have considered. You don't know. Maybe it was FBI Francis. She sent you a crocheted scarf. That was her response, and you sent her a Christmas card? That is so wholesome. I love that story. Dirt Merchant? I love that. It is possible she faked the message, so you do think it's possible it could be Chantal. Or a man. Okay, it was Ham and Beans. It was also me. It was a group effort. It was. Tansita says, you know what? I think it was a family of Canadian geese. They got their nest ran over by Chantal because they built it by a drive-through. Yes, and she really wanted her nashies. That's probably the most likely story. Probably. Could be. We get dirty? Yeah, well, you know what they mean, Tiny Walnut. You know. You know. Come on now. You know what ham and beans means. By eggplant, I mean dick. You know. Oh, you didn't even see it. Shoot. I had the birds up. Yeah. Not like dirty. We get dirty in other ways. By eggplant, I mean dick. In fun ways. Yeah, we do.
I'm 39, I'm diabetic, and I'm not into weird fetishes anymore.
Oh, Chantal, it's okay. It's okay. It looks like the person spent a lot of time writing it. You think so? Do you think that they did something like they wrote it and then deleted and then wrote again and deleted, that kind of thing? Hey, Jungle, why are the owls attacked by Salah? By Salah? Why would the why is Salah attacking owls? Oh, the eggplant? The eggplant. I don't have mini eggplant on the screen, okay? These are regular sized eggplant. I don't use the mini eggplant for my emojis, okay? I don't. Yeah, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Mary Sparkle is displaying the current eggplant in the community. This was created to scale, okay? It was. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Mary. Maybe someone that knows Chantal and don't like her. Yeah, probably. I think they wrote it in a separate document and pasted it. Really, Ari? How do you know that? Why do you think that? What tells you that? What do you think? Ham and Beans says, it was me. I am Spartacus. I love it, Ham and Beans. Use Spartacus all you want. Yeah, love it. Love it. Yes. Yeah.
What do you think you are, la creme de la creme?
Actually, yeah, Ham and Beans is la creme de la creme. As is, Ammo. I hope you're feeling better, Ammo. I hope you catch the replay. You don't even know. Oh, I know, Hugh Mad Bro. Oh my God. Why'd she have to tell us that it wasn't ready? That's why it wasn't as big as it should. Oh God. Like, we know it's him, okay, Chantal? Oh my God. It looks like a professional, thought out email to me the way it's typed. Really? Okay. All right. Well. Ham Beans, that's funny. All right. Lucy Jane 12. Yeah, it's a baby carrot, basically. Yeah. Okay. So let's keep it in mind. We'll continue with her live stream. The chat is up, so pay attention to the chat because the way someone's typing in the chat could also be a clue. There aren't spelling errors or mistakes in punctuation besides the comma. Interesting. Powerful Quill says that they're Spartacus. Oh, that's confusing. Now we don't really know. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
What do you think you are, la creme de la creme?
Actually, yeah, Powerful Quill is la creme de la creme. I think so. Uh-oh, Shelley Daly says that she's Spartacus. Oh my God. All right. Let's go back to Chantal's chat. Watch the chat for patterns in people's typing, okay? And think it over. Just mull things over. Let it settle. And yeah, let's think about things. It might come to us while we're like doing something else, you know?
Okay. Just getting rid of the condiments. Yeah, that would be a huge, because thanks, Hissy. What I think triggered it as a kid.
Me too, Ari. Thanks for letting me use my brain. Ari, thank you for bringing your brain to the nest. For real. We love that shit over here. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Don't think us. You may or may not be Spartacus, hypothetically. Really? I don't even know what to believe anymore. Gore World is such a dishonest place. There's a lot going on. I don't even know what half of it is most of the time. I don't. No.
At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always.
At least Dirt Merchant will get his air fryer at some point in the future. Maybe. Perhaps. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know.
Welcome, Gabriel. Yeah. Anyone who's coming from Sin and Sass, welcome. Thank you for being here. I love all of you. You are automatically by default part of the nest, and I'm so thankful that you're here, including you, Gabriel. Thank you.
I think maybe just like I said, I just remember like being at my grandma's, being babysat, and asking for extra treats. Like, just I don't know. I think the food that we eat is just, a lot of it is highly addictive as well. Like puddings, they're full of sugar and cream, and they're so
highly addictive,
delicious, and it gives you that pleasure in your brain. As a kid,
hey, Bex.
Chips and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe a bit of me felt like how vulnerable my mom was, being a single mom and being out there alone, and sometimes in crappy neighborhoods, because that's all we could afford.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I never felt like I was missing something. I never felt like, like I was always well fed. I always had food. I always had, like, our family would never let us go hungry or anything. So I don't think it was from like having a lack of food. Some people, like, for example, some people from like the Depression era, they become obese and obsessed with food because they didn't have food. And I was thinking maybe that's what it was, because we were like poor at one point. Not like, I guess not super poor compared, we still had.
Yeah. Wealth. You told us that you were wealth. That's the word that you used. Yeah. So I don't think this is like a scarcity mentality. I don't think that's what's going on with her, because she said it's not like if you know that feeling, like, oh my God, I don't have anything in the house to eat. If you've had food insecurity, like, that is not Chantal. It's just not. Like, she doesn't hoard food like that. She eats it as soon as she gets it. She's not weird. She doesn't have weird habits around scarcity types of behaviors. With her, it's avoiding something. Exactly, Nikki. She is avoiding something, emotional memories, something. Yes. Her stepfather came into her life at the age of 6. How were they ever that poor? Oh, yeah, no. She was a single mom. I'm sure they struggled a little bit, but, yeah. She compared herself to the people who lived in the Great Depression. Yes, she did. She sure did.
I still was fed and had clothes and stuff. But maybe it's all the ugly haircuts I had as a kid. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep. She did.
Yeah, I just gotta try to substitute things like that are still satisfying. I don't know.
I agree, Sarah Philly. Yes.
Yeah, Jesus, true.
Yeah, Jesus.
It's not got no glitter. It's plate glitter. Used to pee, make Chantal. My earliest childhood memory? My earliest one? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to think.
Oh, I don't know.
Can Salah play some trash and champagne fist pump music?
Ooh, Tesley Frick said, you're an attention addict as well as food. You're predisposed to addictions of any kind. Her biological father has addiction issues. And that's absolutely hereditary.
Oh, your Jersey Shore stream was funny. Yeah, it's a dopamine, exactly. Diabetic friendly food. Yeah, that's basically oats, chicken, poached chicken. What else? No rice, no carbs.
Oh, God.
I love Crazy Frog. Karina, I also think eating healthy habits need to be taught. Yeah. That's why I try, when I really try to go on track, that's why I try to make it like even the doctor said, make sure that you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and have 2 snacks. And my brain is like so weird because it's like, that's a lot of food. Meanwhile, I will like double fist bonus sandwiches like it's nothing. Like, how does my brain work? Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
She sees the dysfunction in herself. She sees it. She doesn't know that a snack can be 1 yogurt. Like 1 yogurt, and that's it. That can be a snack. Yeah. Silliest of Geese finally got blocked in Chantal's chat. That's sad, because that person was a voice of reason. Absolutely. Dandelion sounds delicious. It's not, but I don't have the courage to try. You don't need to. Teoncita, I'll just tell you straight up. If you're if you're like a dandelion tea, like if you're trying to drop water, like it's a diuretic, it tastes terrible. But, you know, give it a try. Hey, maybe you can make it taste good. Does she know she can still put herbs and seasoning on her baked chicken? She doesn't need all the dairy to make food taste good. Well, it's like she's got olive oil, butter, and heavy cream in like everything that she cooks. You know, really. Bonus sandwiches aren't a thing that's a coping mechanism. Definitely. Yeah. Your grandmother lived through 2 world wars, says Christy. The Great Depression, the Cold War, Civil War in our own country. If she heard Chantal talk about this, my grandmother would lose it, I'm sure. She manages to enrage everybody at some point. Hey, unhinged lady, I just learned you can eat the middle of a sunflower. Yes, sunflower seeds. Is that the same thing? Yeah. Yeah, he told the truth. That's right, Abriana. That's why he was blocked. Oh, Crystal Cat is doing the research. Thank you. I checked Isaac's community tab and say a lot of yas and y'alls, but no yas. Interesting. Thank you for checking. Huh.
Weird. I can't explain it. It's hard to explain. Moderation? Yeah, that's the thing. Being too strict won't help, but yeah, I know. It's about which one's more important to me. Obviously, my automatic response is living longer, but it's just really hard. I don't know how to deal with it really sometimes.
Unhinged lady, that's
And you can do any amount of therapy that can talk to you about, coping mechanisms, but it comes down to having to suffer that initial change,
Yeah. I know they are quiet. Shh.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, she doesn't want to suffer the initial detox. She doesn't want to go through that. Someone suggested in her chat that she gets a prescription for Strattera. I don't think that Chantal would qualify for any kind of stimulant medication at this time at all. Fatty DeFed says food was probably the only security and consistency she had, so it became a coping tool. Could be, absolutely. Yeah. You think Chantal's mom wrote it and sent it to her? Hey, it's possible. Ari says, the heavy use of cheese reminds me a bit of Life by Jen at the end. She had grocery hauls of cheese and it was so depressing. Yeah, this is depressing. It really is. Yeah. So, Unhinged Lady says before sunflowers, like the center, before they become seeds, you can roast the entire middle and eat it like a steak. How did you find out about such a thing? Did you have a vegan come in? Did you talk to a vegan who's like, no, really, I have steak every night. It's a sunflower, and you were like, what? And they told you this. Real? I feel like we need a recipe. We should look that up even.
Allah Almighty said in the Holy Quran, with Allah rests knowledge of the hour. He sends down the rain and he knows what the wounds contain. No soul knows what it will earn tomorrow. And no soul knows in what land it will die. Allah is all-knowing, well-informed.
Salah is quoting the Holy Quran, I guess. Let's see. Where is that? Did he send it separately? Huh. Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm trying to move it frame by frame.
For that initial change,
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, God decides when your time is. Yes.
Yeah, well. Allah Almighty said in the Holy Quran, with Allah rests knowledge of the hour. He sends down the rain and he knows what the wounds contain. No soul knows what it will earn tomorrow. And no soul knows in what land it will die. Allah is all-knowing, well-informed. Yes, exactly, babe. Yeah.
I can tell you, I have never heard anyone respond to Quran recitation with exactly, yeah, babe. I've never once heard anyone say that. Never once as a reaction. Oh my God. After thinking about it, using didn't ya could be Irish. Could be. Yeah, could be. You can also grow watermelon. I've seen that. Make it taste like salmon. Oh, interesting.
I think maybe I should just try to pray more too. Become more spiritual.
Unhinged
you know?
lady, I love that. Don't apologize. I love the side
Yeah, babe.
chats. Who would have ever known that you can eat a sunflower like a steak? I never would have known that if you didn't come in here and say that. Don't apologize. I love it.
They have veggie pasta. Veggie pasta? Yeah, I mean, I know it's my fault too. Everything we do is a choice, right?
Yep.
Everything we do is a choice. But I'm just saying I
Welcome,
have a
Carol.
really hard time with it.
Come on in, Carol.
And yeah, I don't know. Being out of the house more. Yeah, I think once we travel, it'll be better a bit. But then I think when we're out doing something, sometimes it's overwhelming. There's a lot of people. I'm filming a vlog. There's exercise involved, which is a bit stressful. There's, so in my mind, I'm
Walking.
thinking I can't wait to go back to the air-conditioned hotel, get in
Walking,
my
sitting.
PJs, and order food. That's it's like a reward for doing what I have to do throughout the day.
Wow.
And it's just
That is what dopamine is. Dopamine is tied to the reward system in your brain. So she gets dopamine hits from eating and sealing. That is depressing as AF. Yeah, it is.
always about food.
Yep.
You know?
It is.
Thanks, Scarlett. Being religious always helps. There's truth in religion to learn. Yes. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, ECP. I gotta read the Quran more because honestly, have you ever read whether you're a Christian, if you've read the Bible, if you read the Quran, if you read if whatever religious, read the book that, comes with your religion because honestly,
What book comes with your religion? You sign up, you get a book, you get a free book. Yeah. Here you
I
go.
find when I start to read it, things make so much sense for me and give me answers that I've been looking for.
So keep reading, please. Keep
Take it
reading.
off of go smaller plate.
It is a
Yeah,
manual.
I know.
Yeah. Keep reading. You have 2 books, Gabriel?
Oh, okay, ECP. Cold turkey, yeah. Girl Leopard said he would repair your Kia with his pit. My Kia does need it, yeah.
Crazy Cat Lady said, come on, Salah, how does it make you feel seeing your wife eating herself to death? I think you need to help her more. How fast will that get deleted?
Oh, are there different blue pots? One got timed out or something? I don't know. No, Crazy Cat Lady, I don't agree. Because, number one, it's not his responsibility. This is new for him. He's not used to these kind of things.
Everything's
You
new.
know, so all he can do is advise, and it's up to me at the end of the day. Same thing with anything. Same thing with a therapist. Same thing with a doctor. Fresh air is good. I know, but there's no fresh air. It's super hot. You can't even breathe out there. So I'm looking forward to traveling and getting some fresh air. Yeah. Salah tries, but she gets upset. Yeah, I don't like people telling me what to do. That's not the answer. It's up to me. If I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. If I want to order something, I'm gonna do it. If I want to eat something, I hate people telling me what to do. Just let me do what I want.
Luna D said, will you write a book on your tips for living your best life despite others? Would you buy it? Oh, Jesus built my hot rod. He's the spiritual head of the household. He has to be more firm with you, I think. Just my opinion, though. Well, Jesus built my hot rod. Maybe I didn't see those text messages that he sent to Kybella. I would not hold him head of anything at all. Just Jamie says it's new for Salah. It's only been 21 months, guys. Yeah, obviously. I mean, you guys put so much pressure on him. He's never experienced anything like this in his life. It's all brand new. Yeah.
At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always.
At least Just Jamie knows that it's not new for Salah. She knows exactly. It's been 21 months to the day. Thank you, Just Jamie. Ari says, I study religions for fun. I also know. I also have done that. I participated in a Ramadan to see what it was like, and it was a learning experience. What did you gain from that? Interesting. Oh, welcome back from the fair, Cypher. How are you? But Salah has to order the takeout. He could say no. Can you imagine saying no to her, though, about Burger King? You like that a lot? I got other a lot clips. You want to hear them? He gives the best quotes. I got 3 pretty good ones.
For what I jealous from Salah. At least when he come eat the food she cook, not I buy from the restaurant always.
Right, right,
At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always.
right, right.
At least my wife takes shower alone and she can enter the bathroom. Not I go clean.
Right. His wife can enter the shower by herself. He doesn't have to go in there and clean her, unlike Chantal. So he is not jealous of Salah. Why would he be jealous of Salah? At least my wife can take shower by herself.
At least my wife takes shower alone and she can enter the bathroom. Not I go clean.
Not I go clean. No. No.
At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always.
At least my wife cooks once in a while. I know. My understanding is that he is Egyptian, but other people have said other things. But I remember seeing the translation from Mo Translates that he is Egyptian. You bumped into a coworker you worked with years ago at Costco? Oh, that's nice. The air fryer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Air fryer is everything.
You know? Yeah, you can't force someone to make that choice, you know what I mean? Hey, Jess. Yeah, the air-conditioned malls, I guess. I hate malls, but... Hey, Danielle!
Oh, you sweet.
But yeah, I can always find an excuse, so...
Yep, you sure can.
I just have to...
Very
work it out,
creative.
so
Work it out.
whatever that ends up meaning.
Yep, right, exactly. Yep. Yep.
The swimming pool? You have to want it for yourself, exactly, yeah. Yes, Ghostface.
You just noticed that crystal cat? Yeah. Isn't that cute?
I'm not upset. I'm just, like, frustrated a
I'm
little
not
bit.
upset.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Anyways. Harry's in this room with me. Harry! If someone nags me, I get annoyed and I'm more likely to ignore them. Yeah, exactly, Amanda. You want to succeed on your own. I mean, go on Umrah?
She's not interested in that. Yeah.
No, it's not a sad stream. I'm not crying. It's because of my fan.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Victoria.
It's the fan, guys.
Your parrot bites you?
Guys.
The parrots bite hard. Juice! Juice! She wants to get up with Harry. No.
Who's Josh M saying, let's get donuts? Josh M, you have issues. Ari says, I realized about human kindness and felt angry about materialism, about how people care about insignificant things and petty dramas. Sometimes kindness goes far. It definitely, the month of Ramadan and fasting absolutely helps you appreciate simple things. Yes, absolutely. Do you think it could be garlic bread? I'm reading one of his community tab posts and he likes his words big. How about gigantic and behemoth? Everyone's a suspect. Dying Duckfit, hey, she's been doing subtle digs at him recently and talking about him being controlling. Yeah. I wonder if she's setting up the scene if and when they split, then she could cry about how he abused her. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Like trickling it in here and there. Oh, I remember when she said that back in August. That he was kind of controlling, but then she said she was kidding. That just kidding thing. Yeah. Exactly. Raging Raw. Exactly. That's right. Sadly, she really just doesn't have anything in her life she feels is worth living for. Just food. Yeah. Her obsession and addiction to food is more powerful than her will to live. For sure. Okay, Ari is considering garlic bread as the next suspect. Okay.
No juice. Danielle. Thanks, Sissy Fits.
All right, where are
Let's
we
get
here?
donuts after all this talk. Low energy stream before your trip.
So she does rage about the cat, like BBJ and stuff, but the chat is funny during that. So let's just get to that. She's laying down. How interesting can it be? Look at her face! Oh my god, look at her face! You've tried to gift memberships over the last 5 minutes and the stream just hangs? Oh no. Well, thank you, Human Beans. I appreciate it. Huh. Crystal Cat has been a Nesty Bestie for 8 months. You are an OG, Crystal Cat. I can't wait until my 36-month milestone chat. Love the Nest. By the way, Silliest of Geese finally got blocked from her chat. He was the logical one. I know. That's why he got blocked, because he was a truth teller. I know. He was good to watch. Definitely. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for supporting the Nest and being a Nesty Bestie for 8 months. That's fantastic. Thank you. Is that couch filthy dirty? Probably, yeah. But I mean, look at this pause though. You know, it's perfect. She's got her hands in a claw formation. All right, let's see. She talks about other channels. Oh yeah, someone sent her a super chat that says, "Are you bedbound?"
Yeah, she didn't mention a word about it. She takes the high road. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Channel Interrupted. Am I bedbound? Thanks for the super chat. Is bedbound? Bedbound is not a word that's whatever.
Blocked.
Yes, I'm bedbound.
So yeah, this is what I was saying about like how people can overcome the blocked words. Like they'll put spaces in between the letters. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of bedbound, I want to go in my bed after and watch. Contact your mom is to get to you. So desperate. I know exactly. Yeah. I don't even recall which hate channel I clicked because you were like me with a Muslim. Really? Mashallah. I thought Isaac was coming after you.
Uh-oh. See that?
Well, he better learn what happened. If he plans on using it as entertainment, incriminating himself, he better learn what happened to the other guy who did that.
The other guy.
Please, you think I'm scared? I'm not scared of any human being. So. What movies are you watching? Oh, by the way. Unsolved Mysteries Season 4. You have to watch it. It is so amazing. Why is my eye small? I don't like this. I'm freaked out. Unsolved Mysteries Season 4. You have to watch Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. The new series! Thanks, Middleface Mark! You're just spiritual now, no religion? Ah, okay. I don't judge anyone's choices, you know? One is further from the camera. Oh. Looks normal? Unsolved Mysteries Season 5. Why is Foodie's eye small? I think beside the haters want what's best for deep down, we want her to be healthy because it helps us. I think a lot of people who are haters, there are like a group of haters who do get invested in me and my journey, and whenever I, eat something unhealthy or do something they don't like, they take it like, they get mad, they express it in a different way. I get that, but I mean, everyone has to like be responsible for their actions and how they put things out in the world too, you know?
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're not doing it right, yeah.
Okay.
She's obviously not bedbound, yeah.
Okay.
On red like JB. I hope he's offering her daughter. What? What's that mean? Are there different categories of haters? Yes, there are. What? Hi, Pam. That's so bad. They were. I'm hungry. My hunger is a beast. Do you like my fake flowers? If I get squashed by 2 moving walls, I would look like this.
Oh my god.
Before I died. Toronto. Oh, and I'm not familiar. James Franco, Seth Rogen. They go to North Korea.
Oh.
They will show you on propaganda to
That
prove there's
movie's
food in the country.
old.
Yeah, they just have to look at Kim Jong-un for that. He's a chubby little fella.
Really?
Hi, Seraphim. Draw a picture of President Putin. No. One mystery, they found a head, like just a head, in the forest.
God,
I want to feed you
stop.
boiled chicken with spinach. Oh, it's called the single Muslim in North Korea.
Did we somehow
Don't people have to have cameras in their homes?
lose our speed?
Oh, no, I'm not bored. I'm hungry.
Yikes.
Can women vote in Kuwait? There's no voting system here.
Yeah, it's not a democracy.
There's no voting system. Is it called an emir? Yeah. Detained in North Korea, the new diet. South Korea, I'd love to go, but like I said, it's too close to North Korea. I could easily get pushed into North Korea, and then what? Hey, Lynn! One big shove and it's over.
Get pushed into North Korea.
Yeah, they do too.
Imagine. The one
I wish
time,
Paula Deen could cook for me right now.
the one time she would ever face consequences, right? She's in North Korea, and we would never get to see what happened. We'd never get to see it. Because she'd be in North Korea. No one would be able to, like, film it and upload it. Never. How would she get pushed? I don't know.
If you made fun of Kim Fairlane, we would just demand to see yours and laugh at mine. True.
Maybe she
I would
got
take
pushed
that.
out of a
Way too
plane
risky.
if it's flying
Hey, Lynn.
over.
Sarah J, hello! It's true. One big shove. I would have to stay, like, way far away from that DMZ. My trip and roll down the South Korean mountain into North Korea. TSS thinks I'm you. I live in the UK. Anne is hated at the hospitals around here. Her husband also sexual. What? I don't know about that.
Okay. Eileen O'Connell says this writer has an anger problem at the domestic violence level, likely male, young, incel. Really? That makes me think of a creator, actually. You can't just end up in North Korea. Well, according to Chantal, it could happen. It could happen, just randomly, and randomly end up in North Korea.
But she is hateful, yes, very hateful. So many things. I don't make fun of Southerners. I made pork belly and boiled eggs. Only certain ones. You know what though? Like Indiana's not even in the South, is it?
Here we go. Geography.
You can't easily get pushed.
She
into
looked
it.
at a map,
I don't know. I
finally.
don't trust it.
You think it's a guy, too? Oh, millennial.
Oh, didn't that
Oh,
recipes from her black woman? Oh, really?
26 to 35.
She should give her credit.
Is John Galt still here? I'm not saying it's John Galt. I'm just
No,
just
dummy.
asking. Interesting.
Committee's vote.
Interesting.
No, vote for what? Really, Capricorn Fairy? I didn't know that. No, I'm not repeating anything about her husband. I'm not mentioning his name. The man is deceased. I don't know if that's true or not. I won't exactly, YouTube lover. I'm not about spreading rumors. I have no idea if they're true or not. And I'm respecting the dead. If I don't know.
Hey, John.
Wait, indeed. Is it true that camels all caught foot and mouth disease? I don't know.
Did you see what I think what Ari said? Did you happen to see that? I'll read it again. Ari said, we're back to that that message that was sent to Kim. Thinks it's a guy, millennial probably. Wait, who said the incel part? I'm trying to find that. Eileen O'Connell. This writer has an anger problem at the domestic violence level, likely male, young, incel.
I love you, Chantal.
Made me think of someone immediately. Hey, Carl. Come on into the nest. How's it going? Hey, Carl. Okay. And we continue. Ari says, I think it's a guy too, millennial probably. Francis says, that's why I thought it was Pete's. He has the incel vibes. Ari says age like 26 to 35. Sashley says, I think it's someone with intense negative feelings toward Foodie. I think Haha or Kybella. Who's Haha? What? Is that a new channel? Haha. Haha. I think it could still be female, Tiny Walnut says, but I agree with all that. It's very, very angry. You thought that too, John? We have a suspect for sure. But we're not going to say. Huh. Let's look at that again. Let's bring that up again. Interesting. Why do people think it's Yo Mama? Yo Mama has an actual life. Like, he really does. He's got like a family, a job, you know? He does. Okay. Oh, Francis, I didn't even think of that. Who knows, right? Francis said, could it be that person who sent you that gore stuff? I don't know what happened to that person. Their Twitter profile was completely gone. It was actually originally thought it was that individual. Have they been ruled out? Do men contact another woman's mother, though? I can picture someone who would stop at nothing, contact anyone. I mean, there are people contacting the government of Kuwait. You know what I mean? So, like, reaching out to Chantal's mother is nothing. Yeah. So, Lillian Arnold. No, none of that stuff. Cranberry sauce. No, none of that. No. I'm not into all those factions and everything. I couldn't care less about all that, honestly. I don't really even know much about them. Okay. Lillian Arnold. Oh, pooch. Why? I think it's too late to be doing that, sir. Yeah, let me go get him. I apologize. Let me see. Oh my God, why? Why you bark? Why? 1 second, please. I'll be right back. My apologies. Thank you for your patience. Okay. This seems well thought out and not impulsive, but malicious. This is starting to fit a profile in my mind, actually. You can think of someone who would do that, Ray? Oh, Tiny Walnut, you know also. Does that sound right to you? You love the doggy break music? Thank you. Why are we assuming it's a reactor? Yeah, I don't think it is, personally. A reactor would just use their channel, I think. I think it's a lesser... I think it's someone who isn't as well known as, like, a lot of viewers in this community are well known across the channels. But I think there are a lot of people who are lurkers or who don't really even chat, but they're just as much present in the community. We just don't see them. Do you think they had been drinking? Says Ari. That is another clue. If it was a Saturday. Interesting. And if it was on the West Coast, it would have been 1:30 in the morning. You think it's Dee Dee, Hannah? Probably. Thanks, Tiny Walnut. Yeah, I do select my music pretty carefully. I think it's important. Okay. So, let's see. We'll look at it again. Okay, so this was sent August 10th. You don't know? Okay. I know? I don't know. Do I know? I don't know. Do you know? Do I know? Do I know that you know that you don't know that I know? I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. August 10th, 4:36 a.m. Kim does live in my time zone, so it would be 1:36 a.m. on Friday night, early Saturday morning. You have a thought now? Interesting. Because didn't Foodie dox Dee Dee's mom? Yes, she did. Teancita, not me being into Gore World and being in live streams and comment sections, but not me. I didn't even know she was called Kim. Yeah. That's okay. So, let's read it again. Your gigantic, disgusting daughter. I'm reading it now thinking of someone specific. Your gigantic, disgusting daughter is about to die on YouTube. This person has no problem talking about people dying and death. Like, no problem at all. Very fluent about people dying and being killed. The world is watching. I don't know about that part. You really fucked up with that one, didn't you, Kim? She's gonna explode in Kuwait. How would you get the behemoth back to Cornwall? There aren't any initials, Tiny Walnut. What doesn't make sense is if she's married, the mother is not next of kin. Salah is. She wouldn't go back to Canada. Oh, do you think that matters, Smiglet? I don't know. I don't think they're going to be afford to ship her back, honestly. In our religion, she would need, and I don't know if they're going to bury her per my religion. I don't know if they will. They may want to do like a Christian burial in Canada. You know, possible. Who knows? Who knows? This person is mad, but the one I'm thinking of writes in all caps. Oh. I think we're all thinking of someone different. Thinking of someone with ADHD in a polyamorous relationship? Okay. Okay. It is very expensive. Yes, doohickey, it is. They are relatively well-read male, late 20s and up, says Ms. Mac. Okay. This person is assuming she's not really married. Oh, I see what you're saying, Smiglet. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Right. Right. I get it now. Thank you. Okay. Huh. Oh, there's a bunch on Twitter that are effing crazy. I have a whole folder. Because, like, I legit got concerned about one of the people. Because they were also responding to their own Twitter posts with another profile that they made. Yeah. She never made the apostasy, so she may as well be Catholic for Canada still? What is that? Like denouncing? Is that what that means? I don't even know what that means. Like, I was raised Catholic and I'm Muslim now. So it'd be the same situation. I feel like they could be a parent because why would they care enough to reach out to the mom? Interesting. Could it be someone? Okay. I'm developing a theory. Could it be someone who has issues with their mother? Because why would they reach out to someone else's mother and speak to a mother like this? Are you still listening, John? Are they into plants? I don't know. Plants? What? This community has its fair share. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. They do. Are Phyllis and Kim fighting? Oh, I don't know. Apostasy is renouncing your faith. For the Catholic Church, you need to do that. Oh, mine won't care. You need to do that or else you count for their register and might get burial. Yeah, they don't care. I haven't been to a Catholic church since like 10th grade in high school. That was a long time ago. They have no, I'm sure they don't have any record of me anymore. They're not going to come looking for me, I know that. You think it's a parent of a kid Foodie Beauty talked about, but not sure. Interesting, Rach. Unhinged Lady, I don't know if you were here earlier. We went deep. It was fantastic. I loved it. Ren had a good point that this person didn't list Chantal by name. What would that signify? That means something. That means something, doesn't it? What would that signify? This depersonalization is degrading her. Ari, I love your brain. Oh my God. That's true. Oh, Unhinged Lady, you have to listen back. Oh my God. If you don't write the Vatican, they still count you as Catholic. I feel like if I wrote the Vatican, they would then it's like when you respond to spam email and then this is just my opinion and how I see it. Okay. I am truly not meaning to offend anybody. Please don't take it as such. If you're Catholic, I am so happy for you that you love your Catholic religion and that you like whatever your path is. Okay. I respect it. I'm just talking about my own experience. I feel like if I were to write the Vatican to say, you know what, I'm all set, I think it would be like responding to a spam email. It would be like confirming that I'm still out here. And I want them to think that their email is still going to spam and that I no longer exist. So, I would rather just fade away. You better straighten it out. I had a family member write to the Vatican for an annulment. I was like, holy shit, you really do that? Do you think they care? Do you really think they care? He did. So, okay. I get it. Everyone has their thing. Like replying to the Nigerian prince. Yeah. Like, okay, you got one. Yes, little 7. They call her big 3 different ways. Gigantic, explode from size, and behemoth. And gigantic and behemoth are not terms that are frequently used in this community. It's usually huge. They sound fatphobic a little bit, yeah. It's hard to do with Mormonism also. Oh, I'm sure. Well, I watched that Mormon Stories podcast. I used to watch it a lot more than I do now, but I still catch it. That's a whole thing, getting out of there, it sounds like. And, I mean, so many good things were mentioned. Yeah, if you're just coming into the stream, if you weren't watching at the beginning when we looked at this, it's not like the beginning of the stream. Just kind of scroll through and wait until this pops up on the screen the first time and then start listening, because we went all the way in. There was so much knowledge imparted. Was this message on Twitter? I guess this was on Chantal's community tab. She posted this. But as someone said, would Kim really screenshot this and send it to Chantal? This person most definitely is on the farm, says Shelbel. Why do you say that? Is it the certain terms that are being used? You had a family member do that too so they could get remarried in the church? Interesting, Ms. Mac. Seeing Kim in the chat a bunch of times is freaking me out. Kuwait is general, but Cornwall is specific, which implies over there versus over here. I totally get that, Ari. Yes. Yes. We really need to be all on a G6 in Criminal Minds episode. I don't even know what that is, but I feel like I'd be up for it. It's messy in Latin America when you're not Catholic. I'll bet. Yeah. I'll bet. Sounds like someone is angry with Smee, says Tucker and Friends, and angry with a mother figure in general, perhaps. This person is enraged and it feels personal, says Ms. Mack. My sister just converted to Catholicism. Interesting. And even though she was legally divorced according to U.S. law, I had to be a witness for her spiritual divorce. That's interesting. They keep counting you in Mormonism, Catsy. And if you ever believed you got to sever, they claim your soul after you're dead. Or worse, they count you for their on-earth numbers. Wow. That's pretty deep. I would say, having lurked on Kiwi farms myself, they use lingo or lexicon that is similar. Okay. To be honest, I like the word behemoth, says Emily, yet I don't think I use it in chats. Right. Would it be the stepdad, fallen angel? It's possible. Kiwi Farms is anonymous, though. Does anyone really claim their accounts there? Not that I've seen, and people are definitely there. I don't think that Foodie would use these words to describe herself. It would hurt her sense of self too much. Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. You think it's the lost sister? She wants her gone? But it could be like Reddit too. Right. A forum type of platform. Yes. Maybe Kim sent it to herself? Could be. But that's a side effect of being a millennial male. Interesting. I really think the message is from a disgruntled ex-Beezer, says Kim. Most known people in Gore World wouldn't bother. Kiwi Farms is very anti-poo touching. Yeah, Big Mama Prods. People, yeah, you're not the first one to say this. Behemoth is biblical. Does this person have... Does that mean that this person is Christian or grew up Christian? Could that indicate that? Or that they know enough about... Because I didn't know that, and, you know, I grew up Catholic, but... You can see Isaac using the word behemoth. He describes Breezy's mods as Lovecraftian. Oh, that's very interesting. You disagree, but don't think it was... this was her this time. This really reads like a former fan. Or a Discord group. Could be a Discord, yeah. Bible Belt. It's Old Testament. Oh, could be any of the big three monos. Oh, okay. So it could be Jewish, Muslim, or Christian. She did go on a blocking spree recently. She really did. She blocked a ton of people. Chantal said her mom receives messages like this all the time. Right. Can you imagine? It's gonna suck. Not Bible Belt, not enough Jesus, and getting right with the Lord. True. Foodie is an agent of chaos. She really is. You're sticking with your gut, huh, Sunny Days? You know you have a good feeling who this is. I don't know if it's linked to a religion. I use the word behemoth sometimes, and I'm atheist. Okay, so there's that. Not Jeb Bush says. It's a Missy Moo type of character. And Catsy's not religious. She has used the word behemoth. Did she talk about Karate Joe recently? Asks Ari. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Like a week ago or so. Yeah. Karate Joe is deceased. Yes. Ex-Beezer or Farmer? Okay. You don't think it's a religious link? Okay. Foodie blocked Silliest of Geese days ago, who was active in her chat but showed tons of hatred. Oh yeah, that was a good Beezer. Sounds like someone who knows her mom better than Chantal. I'd say her sister, but that's a stretch. Definitely not religious in nature, definitely not Shmi herself, and definitely not Chantal. I gotta do some research, because I still have a strong feeling. I gotta look at some of their writing, and there's a lot of it. I could check. Huh. Do you guys have any other theories? I think it's someone who knows Kim on some level. Someone who feels ballsy enough to call Chantal's mother Kim. I find that interesting. I really can't fall an angel. This person is psychotic. I would, though, ordinarily. I really would. But this person I feel is a danger to some people. Truly, truly. Not hyperbole. It does feel personal, yeah. Thanks, Fallen Angel, for understanding. Yeah. Her dad? Oh, her dad. Huh. Her dad. Yeah, calling her by her first name. Yeah, that feels like... To me, I feel like if I were to call a friend's parent by their first name, it would be very, like, ballsy, really. Like, ballsy. Hey, M1234. Randomly, my first thought went to the Yo Mama area of Gore World to get Foodie to rage. Really? I don't know why people are... I really don't know why people are saying that. I mean, I guess, but I don't see Yo Mama, like... I don't know. I don't see that at all. You have a thought, says Sarah Philly, but I also think my suspect has far too much to lose to risk it. But they've taken some heavy hit from trolls lately. Okay, I don't know who that is. The calling her Kim is what makes me think the person is older. Oh, that's interesting. Like me and Kim. I don't know how. I think she's... I don't know. I think she might be a little bit older than me, but like close in age. So it would be like a peer talking to a peer. I know. Yo Mama just like... I don't know. I think people truly have misunderstood a lot of him. I really do. And you guys are like, oh, are you serious? It's dumb. She thinks... No, really. Because I watch him a lot. And some of the things people say about him, I'm like, how do you even get that? I don't think you actually watch him. If that's her dad, we know she got her... We know how she got her vile side. Yeah, true. S-Jam would call parents by first names? Probably. You don't think so? I feel like it's an asshole trying to be shocking. That goes to my theory. That's the whole shtick over there. Interesting. There could even be a confession on this person's channel that I'm thinking of. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, oh, I got channels talking about it. Ha ha ha. Let's go watch what they said about my creative note to Shmi. I could see that. Let's see. Huh. Interesting. And this was August 10th, a Friday night. You originally hung up on the Kim thing too, not Sarah Lee, but then I realized they would need to know Kim's full name in order to find her on Facebook. Yeah, she's very easily findable though. Like if you've been in the community, I've only been in this community for a couple of years, and it's very easy to find Kim's Facebook, her aunt's Facebook, and they're all open. They don't have them locked down at all. That's how people get pictures of them. Oh, thank you, Sunny Days. Thank you. S-Jam is a good theory, especially given the time it was sent and his love to indulge in the bottle. It's so interesting. This person also has a problem with alcohol that I'm thinking, like, this is really fitting a lot. Probably just an a-hole, but the other theories are more fun. Oh, all the theories are fun. We've gone through a lot of people. We went through Yaba, Breezy, Garlic Bread, Yo Mama, like, and I'm pretty, yeah, it's, if it is a reactor, they don't have, I mean, those people have they have fairly large channels, I don't think the person would have a large channel. It would make sense if it was Dee Dee, if Foodie's trying to slip into Natter's DMs again. Could be. It feels more like the larger... Oh! Wig. Look at this, guys. Wig is saying it feels more like the larger lolcow community, not Gore World. And that would encompass... That would include Isaac. Because he's not Gore World, but he is trying to get involved. But he trolls other lolcows. Isaac and I, like, I don't have any affiliation with him. I'd never even heard of him before, but he and I have covered the same lolcow before. I have another channel where I've covered the same lolcow that Isaac has before. She has too many people who can't stand her to narrow this down. That's true. I mean, yeah, the suspect list is pretty big. I don't think it's a reactor because they would want to monetize. Ari, you don't think it's a reactor because they would want to monetize it? What if the channel is not monetized? Does the person I'm thinking of write in all caps? No, they don't. And no, they don't. Hey, Greeny Bluish. Amber Lynn Reed is live. Oh, interesting. Isaac is shady, very street smart, and goes for the throat. Yeah. Rule out Shakara? No, everyone's a suspect. Reality Chica, I don't even think on that channel I don't think that video is even, I think it's private. I think it's privated. And that is such a convoluted story. You would have to know, like, the backstory on this person. It's a long story. Let it be a drama-filled stream. I can't deal with the boredom. Oh, if they're trying to monetize their channel, if this person has one, they'll take credit to drum up views. But the backlash would be so bad. Huh. Not Sarah Lee says, right, AYS. I'm saying that they are using Kim's name specifically because it's fresh in their mind since they had to go to the Facebook page to send her this. I was originally thinking it was someone deep in it. I don't know who Fedora Chick is. I've never even heard of that person. Very interesting. Huh. Interesting. That gives me a lot to think about. It's not even my problem. It's not even my issue. And I'm like, huh. The drama community? Like who? What's the drama? Like, who's the drama community? There's no such thing as bad attention, though, in Gore World, because they would get haters who would give them pats for this if it was a reactor. True. Oh, DC Media negs gaining ground? No, I don't know any of those people enough to know if this would even be, like, in their, like, repertoire of, you know? I don't think I've ever watched a whole video of any of those people. But aren't they, I don't know. Aren't they kind of like on Chantal's side, I thought, maybe? You all bring up some great points with the address here by name and specifically saying Cornwall. Yeah. Okay. Ari Whipple, can we get, like, let's do a quick summary. Okay. So we think, and you correct me, because, some of the things I'm not going to remember if you said it or somebody else. I know, they haven't locked down their Facebook pages. I think, like, they just don't want to be intimidated like that, which I can understand. They are on Foodie side? Oh, okay, yeah. So, male, North American, millennial, potentially an incel, people did suggest that earlier too, Beck Sassy Bear, that it was Shannon. What else? Ari, you had mentioned before that the person might have been drunk. And consider the time of day too. It was 4:36 a.m. Eastern time on a Saturday morning. Millennial to young Gen X and possibly Southern. Yep. Ms. Max says, I read the first sentence as the writer distancing themselves from Foodie Beauty. The second as I'm so embarrassed. The third is placing blame. Fourth as a needless but hurtful detail. And the last sentence as mocking. And what about the dying on YouTube? Your daughter is about to die on YouTube. Not just die in general, but on YouTube. The world is watching. People have suggested that it could be Chantal herself, yeah? Could have been drinking and but probably sobering up. Well thought out and having typed it up in a separate document on a computer. Okay, does anyone else have any theories that you want to share? What if it's a diabetic or someone who's lost a diabetic loved one? That is the thing. She has definitely triggered a lot of people from a lot of different sub-communities. Malicious and angry. Yep. Like in general. It's not someone who's well-versed in Gore World. They sent this on Facebook. Why do you say that? I can't see. You think it's Salah H? Mers has no theories. None at all? Like none? Or you just don't want to say? She absolutely upsets diabetics. At least I know I'm upset when I have to hear her whining about it. She pisses off animal lovers, diabetics, like every group. It could be a reference to the woman who passed in Japan, the mukbanger. Could be. Wig says, I think active on the farms. Someone who started watching in the Villa days, says Ari. Hannah says, I think it's a salty band fam from the recent blockings who got tired of Chantal's crap. She ate half the cookie in the last pizza video. Why didn't she eat the whole thing? Hey, Slop Ops. That's a cool name. Slop Ops. Sloppy Uppies. Slop Ops. Doesn't believe that she's married to Salah. How interesting. You think we can get Peter Hyatt on this? Do you know Peter Hyatt, Ari? You still think a Redditor? Yeah, could be. I have a good theory. She brought up Lil Mama a day before this message. She hasn't brought her up since she passed. Oh, like Lil Mama's husband or something? You can call me Jim. Jim, I'm never going to remember that. You're always going to be Slop Ops. I'm sorry. I mean, I might remember. I might. Sometimes if I'm not sure how to pronounce someone's name that comes into the chat often, I write the pronunciation down so I don't have to keep asking them. So, but I don't know if I'm going to remember Jim. Thank you, Slop Ops. That might make me remember your name, Jim. Could be. It could. Would it be Pete's? People have suggested that. Is Kim on Twitter? Girl World is more likely to communicate through Twitter. True. Sunny Day says, anyone immersed in Girl World knows Mom had opened Facebook. I'm not implicating myself by saying scheme. Kim. Yeah, no. I mean, no, I knew that. Yeah, I think a lot of people knew that. Explode, Kim, Behemoth, and Cornwall stand out the most to me, says Peach Cobbler. And why no mention of saving Chantal from Salah? Oh, that's a good point. Chantal may have written this herself. Oh my God, Peter Hyatt, right, Emily? Oh my God. Me too, Sarah Philly. I love it too. It could be Pete's. Do you think he'd be jealous of Salah? Huh. I don't know. What would be his motive? Like just emotional? Someone associated with Lil Mama who is a mother herself could have sent this message to her mother in retaliation. Interesting. Can we all be called Jim? Sure, Militia, of course. Yeah, aversion, sure. Jim, Jimmy, James, Jimbo. You could do it backwards, Midge. You think it's family, hers, or Salah, says Gossip Squirrel. Not Sarah Lee says, I feel like it's an older person. They're using Facebook and caring enough to reach out to the mom to make a point, like Shmi is responsible for this versus Chantal. Tejancita, I did not have to write down your name. Oh my God, Tejancita, I took Spanish for 4 years in high school. I know how to, I didn't have to write that down. No. Don't worry about that. My God. I used to tutor these Honduran kids that came to they moved here from Honduras. The whole summer I spent with them. Pete's is not jealous of Salah. You don't think so? I strongly feel Chinny would never refer to herself as Behemoth. That is such an interesting word. You really don't see that much. Maybe it's Shannon. People have suggested that. Salty about their friendship ending, but still doesn't want her to die. Maybe. Could be. Pete's doesn't do well when challenged. He'd rant on his channel, not right. You feel like it's a Redditor or a farmer. They talk really nasty about her like this. Salah not mentioned only her health. I think ex-Beezer or Block Chatter who tried to help her. I could see Pete sending something to Salah before sending something to Kim. I mean, Pete's had a free ride under Chantal and didn't have to work in the villa when he was depressed. Salah's father. Oh, you think so, Doohickey? Missy Moo? Tejancita! I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Your name is not weird in the slightest. I enjoy seeing your name because it's not generic. Seriously. Seriously. And you're always upbeat when I see your name. I don't have any problems pronouncing your name at all. Tejancita. 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 I didn't have to write that down. I know how to pronounce it. Yeah, please. You're not a bother. Nobody's a bother in here. Anyone who's a bother has already been blocked, so if you're still here, you're not a bother. Leonie says just breezing. Other people have thought that too. He sees Chantal as his friend in a certain way. Oh, Pete's, you mean? Missy Moo is in the same time zone as Cornwall. True. Not wordy enough for a professor. Not a reaction channel, says Reality Chica. Why do you feel attacked, Cypher? What's wrong? I wonder how many of these messages Shmi gets. Has Foodie ever made a community post like this before? Not that I remember. Not since the Marty thing. Your cat's chasing a frog? Oh no. I agree, sane is all. Name is easy to spot and write. It flows. Definitely. I honestly don't think they're trying to be nasty. I think they're trying to be shocking, as in wake up, says Gossip Squirrel. Yeah, that's a good point, because they're like, that's a very good point, because it's not just a bunch of insults. It's insulting, but they're not just like blah, 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 blah. They're like, look what you've done. There are consequences. That's why I think this person has issues with their own mother. Look what you've done. There are consequences. She's going to explode in Kuwait. How are you going to get her home? Like, you need to act now, kind of type of thing. I know. Michelle likes your name too. It is, right, Emily? I mean, you're like the last person. Like that, yeah, no. No. The person's name that I wrote down, I told them that I was writing it down because I had to ask them like 2, possibly even 3 times how to pronounce it. And I'm like, that's it. I got to write it down. Because I'm like, this person isn't going to come in here anymore if I just keep, how do I say that again? So I wrote down the phonetic spelling. And like I told her I was doing that, so. And it was something that looked very simple, but there were 2 possible pronunciations, and people don't like their names being mispronounced, so. You think it's an X-beezer or a blocked chatter, not a reactor, okay. It's a methodically thought out message. Her stepdad, Militia says. I wonder if they watch people like Milk Tea, Sansa Cooks, and James Brightman because they all talk about how she's on death's door. With the about to die on YouTube. Huh. It's like nasty, unpleasant, but factual and thought-provoking. LOL, says Saint is all. Fallen Angel, that was Ghostface Beezer. They were in there today. One of her stepbrothers. Tea and Sass? Isn't she British? Isn't she British, though? I can't even see her saying the F word, ever. But who knows if she's trying to throw him off. I mean, if I did this is Sarah Philly Rose's alibi, I'd sock into her chat, ask her why she's forcing her husband to watch her die, ask Salah why he's allowing his wife to put herself in harm's way. Someone asked her that earlier today. Was that you? What if BB did it? Oh! 7, I'm like, who's BB? BB. No one has guessed that yet. BB's free. If you were Kim, you'd drag her home, doohickey. He escaped. Yes. I hope he's married with a ton of kids and is super happy. Me too, Hannah. Same. It was Julia. Oh. That's okay, not Jeb Bush. I understood what you were writing. I got you. I got you. I can read that. I just want the funniest answer. I know, right? What would be the funniest answer? You know what would be the funniest answer? Alat. It's Alat, the friend Alat, who's no longer the friend because Chantal ruined that friendship because she defamed Alat's wife.
For what I jealous from Salah. At least when he come eat the food she cook, not I buy from the restaurant always. At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always. At least my wife takes shower alone and she can enter the bathroom. Not I go clean.
That's who I think wrote it. That's it. It's a lot. Murad. Could be Murad. It was Howie. How do you pick someone when she has so many haters? That is a very good... It's like... It's gotta be difficult, right? To solve a mystery. To solve a crime. if a person does have thousands of haters, right, how do you choose? You did wonder, Emily? Yeah, Ari, it could be. If it's a guy, this guy definitely is a misogynist as far as I know. Thinks he's, he does like a 2-hour like warm-up stream before he starts streaming. So he'll say it starts at 8, but it doesn't really until 10. And for 2 hours, it's music and flashing lights. So, yeah. That says antisocial behavior to me. It was Mrs. Plum in the dining room with the rope. No! That would be the funniest. Unfortunately, he isn't going to know North American slang. True. The message would have at least in it. Oh, God. You can just see Julia tapping away furiously at the keyboard when they're sleeping at 4 p.m. And Harry whispering what to write. No, say this. The stray orange cat, the boy cat. Would Alat use the first name of a woman he's not been introduced to? Probably not. Alat is a proper man, regardless of what anyone thinks. He is. In my opinion. It's someone who cares a little bit. Right, like cares about Chantal's, demise or her ending enough to reach out to her mother and be like, you got to take care of this. The didn't your phrase is throwing you, Emily. The mother angle is interesting, says, is it Tropic Zach or Tropics Alaska? Tropic Zach. Maybe this person feels like she's the only one who can realistically help Chantal, the mother. Could be some random person that doesn't comment. Right, Harry. I think more than likely it's someone that we don't even know, they never speak up. Because there are people who are disturbingly against Chantal. No one likes her, right? She's a horrible person. She's done horrible things regardless of what she wants people to believe, right? But there are people who really... it's crazy. Letters being written to the government in Kuwait, the Ministry of Interior, about her behavior in Kuwait, full, 3-page letters. I wish I was kidding. Oh my God. And the things this person cites. It's do you really think? People should travel more. If you can, travel more. Go to a country and say, do you think that this country's government would care about a letter being written about a YouTuber from Canada with 100K subscribers who can't exceed 500 in her chat at any given time, acting like a buffoon on the internet? And people really expect it to be taken seriously? I know. What happened to chat summary? I know. It wasn't working today. No one has mentioned her sister Nat. True. At the core, this is cowardly. I agree, Jet. I agree. My family would have all stopped me and put me in a cabin. Kybella tweeted that she'll contact Kuwait. I know. Yeah. Oh, I have the letters, Abriana. They are entertaining, to say the least. They are entertaining, yes. And her list of prior, criminal behavior. And it's this random stuff from stuff she's done on live streams when she lived in Canada. That's part of the letter. It's bizarre. And then this person who's doing all this created another Twitter profile to respond to themselves, and they go back and forth. Yeah. Like they have it out for Chantal. Like, it's not entertaining, it's creepy, actually. Because it's not done with like, oh, ha, ha, da, 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 da. No, like it's creepy. It's very creepy. Like, ugh, hope this person, like, never, like, ugh, no, it's weird. It's a humiliation on her whole family. If AI took it international, my family would have taken me out. Yeah, we should, Adriana, I'm thinking maybe on a members only, we should, like, look at that, because I have all that stuff. Because I was getting very concerned that something was going to, like, go down at some point. And I'm like, let me just archive this stuff in case I need to help the police solve a case. For real. They're not all there. Very much so. So there's people like that out there. Are they specific to Gore World in your opinions? Well, I do have a very specific person in mind, and they are currently in Gore World. But not a well-known person. Yeah. But definitely thought to be a dangerous person. I can tell you that. Ari, you have helped immensely. Even if we haven't solved this particular case of investigation this evening, you have provided an immense amount of entertainment and thought-provoking discussion, and I really appreciate that. Please come back for more discussion, and be sure to speak up in the chat. I'm going to be looking out for you because you have really added a lot to tonight's conversation. You really have. Thank you for speaking up. You know, one crazy lady out of NYC? There's always a crazy lady in NYC. Santiago says it's weird how these folks think that what is important to them is important to all. Yep. I want the cat spayed, but don't contact the government over it. You know, people just they just don't understand. You know, it's not planet America. Not every country is run like America. It's just not. Things are different in different parts of the world. Oh, Vista is a silent watcher. I think it could be someone like Milky, as there is some English sarcasm in there. Really? Okay. She hasn't been brought up yet. Bali would care? Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Is it that Jen that was on Hannibal's panel? I don't know who that would be. I haven't been on Hannibal's channel in a long time, though. You read into Kuwait. Exactly, Fallen Angel. There are, I mean... Yeah. Weren't people speculating that her mother paid for her to go to Canada back in December and January? I'm not sure. I don't really remember that. It's possible. Oh, here's more to the Milky theory. She has a brilliant vocabulary. At least you're putting a compliment in there. Behemoth would be a word she'd use. Interesting. Yeah, Bali is, yeah. That would explain a time difference, and it would explain the seemingly sobering up period of writing it. Yes, the you really effed up part is sarcastic, and the she's gonna explode is very sarcastic. Oh, that's just, yeah. And Ari says there is a bit of sarcastic edge, but it feels thought out, tense, and performative, like it's cut with malice. That is becoming more and more my theory. That's describing that person. Question: can Kim not travel to visit her daughter in Kuwait due to her Kim has a criminal history? What has Kim done? Kim? What has Kim done? What? In the second message, it's interesting how the tone changes from a definite gonna explode to possible how would, instead of using the word will to keep the tone the same. Right, one's definite and one's like questioning, like how would you do that if it happened? But they're already saying it's going to happen. And yeah, interesting. You don't pick up English sarcasm? Yeah, I haven't heard anything bad about Milky either. I think it's almost a joke to suggest her. ALR's, yeah, I don't know that Kim had a history. Yeah, ALR's mother has a criminal history. I think if Bally is unhinged, this is more calculated. That's true. She's very impulsive too. It's like how Eminem talks in his early rap career as a tone. Oh. The effed up feels more like a personal jab at Shmi. Yeah. Interesting. You guys, think it over. Think it over some more. Take a quick screenshot if you want to. Let me put the whole thing on the screen, because the name choice is a choice. Lillian Arnold was the name that they created for themselves to message her on Facebook. Wonder if it's an older woman that knows the mom. Yeah, Comrade Kitty. Someone mentioned like it could be a peer of Chantal's mother, like similar age, to feel comfortable calling her by her first name. Yeah, Milky seems pretty harmless. Like she's just, like happy-go-lucky, creative, cute girl. Like I don't really see any of this coming out of her. A snooty Northeast U.S. name? I would have to disagree with that. I don't know any Lillians. I don't know anyone with the last name Arnold either. But Chantal was talking about the Wonder Years TV show. And wasn't the family's last name Arnold? Like Kevin Arnold? Is that the same show, or am I mixing up two different ones? It's a song Eminem wrote about Kim where he put her in the trunk that feels like a reference. Oh. Radioactive Llama says it's Chantal. Oh, Lillian Gish. I remember. Oh, that was a long time ago. I remember her. Huh. Okay, everybody think it over some more. We're definitely not going to go through the rest of her stream. It's way too long, and it's a bunch of whatever. We got the pertinent stuff that we needed to out of it, I think. Foodie said recently that her mom can't come to Kuwait. She hates flying, and 13 hours is too long. Yeah, I don't think there was a criminal history involved. Oh, Vista says, no, I didn't mean it was Milky. Let me clarify. I didn't say it was Milky. I meant it was someone like Milky. Okay, then. Thank you for clarifying, Vista. Jet Warren says whoever it is very unhinged. Yep. There's a Lillian Williams and a Kevin Arnold on the Wonder Years, Stella? Really? There is... Oh! Miss Mac, there is a book called Lillian Arnold, The Sinner That Repented. Oh my God. That's crazy. Huh. Food for thought, right? Wow. This is a true investigation. Like, truly. Not just for fun. This is actually like a mystery that, we may never solve, but we may also. It's not, the person might even just come out and confess that that it's them. Uh-huh. It is a scary coincidence. It is. Yeah. So many viable options. A lot of options. You guys, I really appreciate you all hanging out with me here and doing this. It feels like, to me, it feels like I love doing this stuff. And I know, like, to a lot of people, it just seems very silly and pointless. But I'm like, how else would I be spending a Wednesday evening? You know what I mean? Like, this is worth it. You know? I think it is. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to engage our brains a little bit. We have an expert in the chat that we didn't even know was in the chat. Ari, this is interesting to pick apart. Really is. Really is. I'm going to keep an eye out for a veiled confession. I don't think it'll be an outward one. I think it'll be veiled. Slop Ops, aka Jim, thanks for joining us. Thanks for speaking up. Anyone... Yes. I was just going to say that, Sunny Days. Any lurkers that were out tonight chatting, stay out here with us. Chat with us. It's a friendly place, right? And if anyone bothers you, just tag me. I'll take care of it. We don't tolerate a bunch of bullshit in here. We really, we have fun. We have our own type of fun. Not everyone gets it. It's fine. But we don't tolerate a bunch of BS. Yeah. Thank you, Wig. Thank you, Emily. You too, Tucker and friends. In a few weeks, Chantal's going to admit to using Lillian Arnold as a sock account, forgetting that she sent this message. Imagine. She totally would, too. Oh, my God. The Nesty Brain Trust. I love it. Yeah, we get a confession from Chantal herself. It's true. Sayancita, we are friendly. We also like to talk about plumbing when it gets boring. Hey, plumbing is a part of real life, It is. As is dental care and foot care, yeah. You'll always reserve at least 1% as this being Chantal. I think we always have to keep her as a possibility. Yeah. Ari, are you on Twitter at all? I've never seen you around. Look at Leonie's message? Okay. Has someone said she is an author, Lillian Bennett Arnold, book about a woman who wants to be successful and falls in love with a man who doesn't love her? Wow, that could be. That could be. That could be. The sinner that repeated. Oh, not repented? Oh, repented. Okay. Could be Sofa King. Yeah. Plumbing is better than cooking everything in the air fryer. Oh, at least you can fix things in the plumbing, not always in the air fryer. Yes, of course. Of course. Yeah, Ginny Pondu, S-Jam has been brought up as a potential suspect, yes. Everyone's on the table still, I think. You're depressed posting? You post about being sad on Twitter? Oh, no. Well, I was going to ask if you wouldn't mind sending me a message, because I would like to discuss my main suspect with you to see if you think it fits the profile. Maybe it was her racist grandpa? Could be. Everyone's on the table. Everyone. Okay, everyone. Thank you again so much for hanging out. I truly love each and every one of you, and your minds. I love your minds. I do. Thanks so much for participating, hanging out, and having some fun. Hey, Grandpa could be writing on Facebook. Grandpas are on Facebook. Let's face it. Right? Okay, everybody sleep tight. If it's evening for you, have a great day. If it's not, stay safe. Just keep the nest in mind. Like we're all in the nest together. Okay? We are. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Alright guys, see you soon and goodbye.